I will laugh my balls off every time with that fucking Scorch. Scorch TV, that pretty fucking good television.
It's great, not good.
When he's talking about, and this is the part I swear I couldn't really drive. When people say I had to pull over, I literally almost had to pull over. Not almost, literally, almost doesn't work. But I almost had to pull over listening to our show with shit that we were saying. Scorch saying why he does what he does is my favorite fucking part. You know, I want you people to know, if you just turn around, he goes, if you just turn around, because they're standing at the bar not looking at him.
Oh, it's the first episode.
I do it for you. And then you don't hear anything. He goes, I said I do it for you, people. And they start.
Well, and they were there.
So pathetic.
And they were there just for the drink specials.
Not
the free drinks, the drink specials that he probably put together for him.
Fucking segment
we do
was
more Scorch?
Hysterical funny.
Yeah. Is it time for more Scorch?
He's so douchey.
His show, pfg-tv, I mean, it's not what it used to be.
Why?
Because now it's taped in like a real TV studio. He's got flat screens behind him.
Don't like it.
Nope.
Don't like it.
It's Manch Vegas's hottest
Can we
Manch Vegas.
local show.
Can we have some for tomorrow, maybe?
Yes.
A little bit
great?
for tomorrow?
It's pretty fucking great. That's what the P and the F stand for.
Yep. And the PFG-cyples?
The PFG-cyples. It's like the Naked Militia, except they're PFG-cyples.
PFG-cyples. And then the one other guy that talks about why he does what he does. Nick?
The guy on the couch?
So his children so he has something to say he did for his children. It's like, look what I did.
Think about it this way. If you were in school, think it like if you were a little kid right now and somebody came up to you and said, my dad is Nick Carpinelli.
Yeah. He actually said that, too. He said that. It was so douche-chilly embarrassing.
They were the worst reasons
cringing.
ever.
Oh, the horrible.
Terrible
I do it
reasons.
for you. I get paid, you know, whether I get paid a lot or a little, I just have fun, and I get paid for having fun.
I vote for a little.
Yeah, it was so good.
What he said, he started saying, no matter how little, and they said, no matter how much we get paid.
Yeah.
Because he didn't want everyone to know how little he actually gets paid.
Oh, that's his new studio?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
You think he's pulling it?
It looks like Mr. Rogers.
It's even newer now.
That's horrible looking.
Why is he wearing Crazy Eddie's old getup? He's got like a white turtleneck and a blazer on.
Looks like a conductor.
And I will say
Good old
this.
director.
Yeah.
If his outfits are anything like they were in Syracuse, they reek of dog piss.
Oh, you said that too, because he goes, yeah, he's talking about high school and how, yeah, I used to get beat up by the people. He goes, but now, now that I've made something of myself and, I'm well dressed, and then you chimed in of how everything he owns is covered in dog hair and smells like dog piss.
He had his old sidekick told me that the week he left Syracuse, somebody came into his old sidekick studio and said, "What, a Scorch gone?" And then Paulie goes, "Yeah, why?" And the guy goes, "Oh, I didn't smell dog piss around here anymore." It's just mean.
Obviously very funny, but Sam is the most ungrateful fuck in radio history.
It's mean. No, I'm saying that's mean of them to do.
Of course.
This Sam that now works for us, man, learned a lot from Scorch.
I'm telling you that what they did is wrong.
Okay. He's got an end table from his grandma's house as his desk.
It's also, you got to look at the laptop because you know how on TV shows they put a sticker over the logo on the laptop?
Yeah.
It's a Toshiba laptop, and he put the PFG sticker right on top of,
above
so
it.
it says PFG, and then under it says Toshiba.
Toshiba.
And they're not a sponsor.
No, of course not. But he probably says they are.
Yeah.
And maybe they'll see the show and pick me up.
They paid for this.
47 cities in 28 states.
And London.
And London.
now.
Who is he interviewing?
No, those are just his pals, right?
Well, no, he interviews local bands from Syracuse and Manchester, New Hampshire.
Let me see how many
Vegas.
views that one has. Oh, it's a picture. Craving Lucy?
They're good.
All right, we're going to have to get some Scorch on.
Yeah, because I was fucking laughing my balls off.
PFG-TV in.
PFG-TV. Holy shit.
Me and him went old school, and we were texting back and forth all night long.
It was fantastic.
It really was. Someone tweeted me, man. I read every fucking tweet, and I appreciate the tweets, and I can't get back to everyone, but you guys are turning me on to some good shit. Guy tweets me and goes, "Dude, the latest version of pfg-tv from our old friend Scorch that we used to work with many fucking years ago.
Scorch!
Up there at
He was
AF.
pizza, you were hamburgers.
Yeah, but now we're starting to understand that maybe, even though we don't like Dave Douglas, Dave might have been onto something.
I don't think it was.
I think officially we're going, you know what? He was onto something.
I actually texted last night. I said, this isn't pizza or hamburger. This is a giant shit sandwich.
Oh.
It was just so bad.
But he's like 3 seasons deep.
So PFG-TV, yeah. This guy tweets me and says that Scorch had this comedian on that bombed horribly.
Wait, which one was the comedian? Because, wow.
And he goes, it's 36 minutes into his latest PFG-TV. I go, why fast forward 36 minutes when you can watch the entire show?
Yeah, why would you
watch
why would you sift through gold to get to just another gold nugget?
I mean, Scorch is the only show where you don't even fast forward through the commercials because they're Scorch sponsor breaks.
Oh, that's what he calls them. Thank you. We're trying to remember. And for
sponsor break, and the camera goes in and out on him. He's like, whoa, sponsor break.
It's like Wayne's World in 2011.
Yeah, great.
For the people that don't know, me and Ant, like I said, we worked with Scorch for maybe, I don't even know, less than a year at AF.
That's all it was?
He's an old school rock DJ, and now he's got like this TV show, sort of. I think he pays for the TV show.
He buys time like an infomercial.
That's correct.
On a local channel.
One of the My networks in New Hampshire.
Right. And then I guess he goes into some studio that is supplied.
It's got to be some kind of local access studio.
Yeah, local access studio, because there are TV screens and stuff.
Yeah, the place looks great.
And he has facilities, I guess, for editing and things like that.
Right. And his look is bizarre, because I was telling Ant, he's a guy that doesn't have to be bald, but decides I look better bald.
Yeah.
And then, so he's completely bald, shaved right down to the skin, and then grows that weird beard where the beard just starts, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, the sideburns.
It's not attached to anything.
It goes from sideburns to beard, and then just stops at the top of the sideburns because he shaves his head.
And if that's not good enough, then he's decided he wants to bring back the turtleneck.
Oh, he loves turtlenecks and
He wants to
sweaters.
bring it back for the young people.
Yeah,
because we learned the old people, like Tom Brokaw had one on the other day on TV, and Ant said it. It's to cover up the fucking turkey neck.
Gobble neck.
I didn't know that. That's why the older guys wear the turtlenecks.
He's sporting a fucking Crazy Eddie look because he's got the turtleneck, but then he wears this blazer over it, and it's a bizarre look.
You ask him, though, and there is nobody who dresses as well as he does, if you ask him.
Now, I didn't look close enough. Would there have been dog hair?
Certainly.
And dog urine smell all over those clothes?
Well, it wasn't smell-o-vision, but
I think
that was the rumor back at the old station.
One of these days, because we own this channel here, we have to play audio of an entire show, because we were going back and forth like
it was just
Mystery Science Theater there, just fucking laughing our asses off and texting each other, because it's hard to explain, because it's nothing over the top funny, but when you understand Scorch's mindset, it makes it one of the funniest things you could watch.
Yeah, it sounds like a good 10 o'clock hour activity at some point.
Oh my God, yeah. He thought for sure that he was Johnny Carson.
Right, yeah.
Reincarnated.
Thinks.
Yeah.
Well, I told Ann he has the confidence of Mick Jagger.
Yeah.
With none of the skills whatsoever.
Yeah.
But
he is a confident man.
But he knows how to broadcast, so he's not stumbling around. He actually knows what he's doing. He knows how to put a TV show together or a radio show together, but there's no substance
But
to
he's
it.
Presenting nothing.
Right.
And most of the things was him plugging stuff
that was going to happen on his show.
That was going to happen, and doing live reads.
Instead of doing it. Like, it took 12 minutes to actually do something on his own TV show because he was too busy promoting what he was going to do.
Yeah.
And then he did what is it called again? The Scorch sponsored?
Scorch sponsor break.
Scorch sponsor break.
Where he talks about his unbelievable sponsors for 10 minutes. One of his unbelievable sponsors, I was telling Anthony, and he was bragging about it, is a company that takes your old shitty laptop, puts it back together, and then sells it for $99. And then he's bragging that he's got one of these laptops. And I told Ed, this laptop looks like it's from like 1998. There's no reason to brag about it.
I love reading on my monochrome screen. And then he's doing commercials for eating place to eat, restaurants and whatnot. And what was another one he did?
Well, he did the bar.
Oh, the photo place.
Oh, the
which
photo
was hysterical.
place. He's bragging about this sponsor that's a photo place, and bragging how this woman that owns the place takes pictures with a cell phone, and they look great. So the photo place doesn't even have like actual cameras.
It looks great. She takes with the cell phone. Looks fantastic.
Looks just amazing. That's why you have to go there. It looks amazing. It's like,
amazing.
What are you talking about?
I'm going to be
I have a cell phone.
locked in my dog cage for pause.
Right.
What is it? Pause for
the cause.
Pause for the cause. Boy, does he love to rhyme things.
He does. He loves rhyming things. He's all about branding.
He was rhyming.
Which goes back, like he,
I gotta see what he was
knows
rhyming.
how to put shit together.
Yeah.
And then he's, what was the other fucking thing I wanted to say? And then he's talking about his pub crawl. He wanted to promote his pub crawl.
Oh, yeah, the pub crawl.
And then he wanted to show all the places they're doing the pub crawl. It was 2 bars. Did anyone else pick up on that?
the pub crawl.
2 fucking bars for a pub
2 bars for the pub crawl. I got, what was he, he rhymed something, and it was
You might have
so.
wrote me on that. Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I'm looking for it because it was a typical. Oh God!
Let's see.
One guy that looked like Joey Buttafuoco.
Oh, Scorch rhymes everything. Did we ever? Okay. Inflation, disintegration.
Yeah, inflation. They practice inflation disintegration.
Right.
Yeah, inflation disintegration.
And then he has a comic on, and that's why we're playing this today. And the comic, I know the guy's trying, and he's probably doing well locally. I don't know.
I can't imagine that he is.
But
I'm in Boston.
But the fact is, he had a horrendous set, and Scorch is laughing in the background. And then Scorch now believes he's Johnny Carson, and now has to invite the guy back to the couch to have a little chat.
Well,
Like
that's
that
only
was
because he
Scorch's-
liked him.
Yeah, that was Scorch's
Yeah.
way to show approval. Like, I'm gonna bring him to the couch.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it was Scorch's way of just filling up more time.
Oh, no. He's already done.
Anybody would have. He would have pulled over anyone on the couch.
Yeah.
But Johnny used to do that. Like sometimes a comic, he would just wave, thank you, and they'd go behind the curtain and they were gone. And sometimes they were so funny and Johnny was laughing so hard, he'd be like, yeah, why don't you come over here and take a seat? And people would be, that was the, oh my God, he just made another star.
Yeah.
Johnny Carson just created another star in that split second. Scorch was thinking that's what he was doing.
Yeah.
He actually said, why don't you sit down and relax?
Yeah.
Like, sit down and relax here on the couch.
And I want to know where he gets the crowd from. Man brought it up last night that he pumps up.
The beginning.
He adds sound to the
Sound
crowd
effects. He puts like crowd sound effects at the beginning of his show
to make it look like holy shit.
I said it was like fucking 1977, The Who coming out for an encore.
Yeah.
But then throughout the show, you can tell there's not nearly.
Yeah, because like throughout the show, when he gets a little applause break, it's just kind of.
And the crowd sounds like they don't want to be there.
Well, he gives free pizza.
Is that it?
If you go to his TV show.
I told Ann, it sounds like they're either being held hostage or it's like, I don't even know if he is into this stuff, but it sounds like maybe it's his drug dealers or something. Like they don't want to be there.
I love
where does he get his crowd from?
Well,
are they sort of friends?
He also
didn't need the visual picture of Scorch's nippies. Yeah.
Okay. Now, of course, show of hands. Did anybody on TV see that? Trust me, the hands were up. Trust. Although they say that now, but you know what? They're going to be emailing me later on saying, "Scorch, you got those pictures of those nips? We want to see them." Anyhow, you all know Nick Carpinelli, right? Give it up for Nick, the man on the couch.
The man on the couch.
That's Nick Carpinelli.
He is flying.
You know?
What?
It's supposed to be, okay, yesterday was like 50 degrees. It was
I know,
nice.
huh?
It was beautiful out.
Yeah.
Today it was freezing.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's supposed to be 50 again.
Yeah.
And then through the rest of the week it's supposed to be above average temperatures, so we're going to have a lot of melting, and I'm kind of concerned about those in the low-lying areas.
Oh, nice.
Because there's,
there's a lot of low-lying
there
areas.
are a ton of low-lying areas.
Plus, a lot of our listeners during the week, they live in gutters. So
Nice
just make
one,
sure,
That's what I'm talking about. I don't want the
make
audience
sure
to get
if
washed
you're
away.
living in a gutter, cover yourself up nicely. nicely because you don't want to get wet and catch pneumonia. You know what I mean? Bad enough we're all going to be sick next week. We'll all be out sick. We'll have Nick hosting the show again.
His computer's now covered with slugs.
Anyhow, what a show today. I'm really psyched to have Dylan back on the show. Dylan Thompson's here. He is from the Children's Tumor Foundation. And he is...
You can't intro a cancer kid by saying, I'm really psyched that Dylan's back.
That he's back. He's not dead yet. I'm really excited about it.
You save that for a comic or someone with like some kind of special skill. I'm really excited.
That's his credit. Like, we're really excited to have Dylan here. He has cancer.
Yeah.
Sorry, Danny. Could you go back slightly? Listen how he talks about the cancer kid. Really excited.
Could be the worst name for a foundation ever.
Yeah, because there's
a lot of low-lying areas.
There are a ton of low-lying areas.
Plus, a lot of our listeners during the week, they live in gutters. So just make sure.
That's what I'm talking about. I don't want
make sure if you're living in a gutter, cover yourself up nicely because you don't want to get wet and catch pneumonia. You know what I mean? Bad enough we're all going to be sick.
Do that on purpose?
Oh yeah, he did.
We'll all be out sick.
You never know.
Nick hosting the show again, but I'll give you plenty of notice next time.
Sweet, that'd be good.
Anyhow, what a show today. I'm really psyched to have Dylan back on the show. Dylan Thompson's here. He is from the Children's Tumor Foundation.
Children's Tumor Foundation.
I'm hoping I get this right. Neurofibromatosis or something. Is that it? Neurofibromatosis? Yeah. Wow.
He's laughing and they're applauding.
He's making cancer fun.
My mother always did, so that's why she married one. I don't get that. Anyhow, we're going to talk to Dylan. This is his second trip on, and I'm looking forward to speaking to him. Really cool young kid, and he's actually she's sharp as a tack. Last time we had a foot smelling contest on the set, so I don't know what's going to happen this time, but I'm going to leave it up to him.
He's a really smart kid. He can smell feet.
The winner of the Laugh Riot, the Comedy Fest, it's Josh Condelman is here today as well. Give it up for Josh.
5 hits to the losers.
We're going to talk to him about winning his comedy things. Also today, we have got the Scorch's PFG-TV CD review. We're going to be reviewing Press Fist CD.
Danny, can you pause that? The CD review, me and Ed were talking about this too. He picks a CD and he describes the track for 2 minutes and then plays 30 seconds of the track.
Yeah, that's it.
And then that's not good enough. Then he has to do it again for another track.
Right.
And do you think
it's like it starts off with a great instrumental, and then it sounds kind of like Tool.
He goes, it gets a little toolish,
and make sure you listen to the lyrics. And
do you think he's not getting these local bands to pay him to do that?
Oh boy,
he is looking around every corner.
Oh no,
I don't know for a fact, but
who
it does
knows
fit
what he's putting in his back pocket.
It does fit Scorch's MO to collect money and not to tell people about it who work for him. That I mean, his co-host / sidekick was so pissed at him when he left Syracuse. So pissed.
He just took off on it, right? Yeah.
For 3 months. He was like, "Don't worry, Paulie. I'm sending out our tapes. Don't send out any tapes.
Don't send out any tapes now. I got this well in hand."
And then Paulie would go to the bathroom and he'd be like, "Sammy, don't tell Paulie, but I'm going to be up in New Hampshire in 3 months."
Why would he not let Paulie try to get some?
And then the day before Scorch's last show, I got a call from Paulie, and I knew the next day was his last show, but Paulie didn't. I was like, "Hello?" And he goes, "Sam?" I go, "Yeah." He's like, "Come on, we're going out drinking."
Oh, shit.
Because he had just found out that it was Scorch's last show.
Scorch's last show.
And he had just not told Paulie.
You're not along for the ride. But Scorch has got to go solo.
But you're a shitty friend. You're not going to go drinking with a guy that just got fired.
Well, I mean,
that's the thing you're supposed to do. What did you drink when poor Paulie there was drowning his sorrows?
Well, I mean, I would have Coca-Colas until the calorie count got a little high, then you switched to seltzer.
Great, while he's like, "Fuck Scorch, man. Fuck his Scorch."
And then he asked me, he was like, "Did he tell you?" And I had to be like, "Yeah, dude."
Oh, shit, you had to fess up?
I knew that was coming.
Right, let's get back to this. This is the big intro for PFG-TV, and then we're going to play the comedian. And
oh, yeah.
I don't know. We're trying to give this justice because you got to understand this.
It's
one day it'll all come together for the listeners because
it's horrid.
It's just
Scorch will have a national show one day, and that's when it'll all.
Well, that's what he told us
yeah.
last night. He goes, eventually I'm going to pay you guys, meaning the crowd.
Right.
Because the show's going to get so big, he's going to actually pay the people.
Be able to pay the crowd?
And I'm thinking Oprah doesn't even pay her fucking crowd.
Letterman
and I
doesn't
think
pay
she's
the
kind of
crowd.
big.
Occasionally, she does give out cars.
Yeah. Favorite thing.
And let me tell you something.
Scorch's favorite thing.
You get a slice of pizza. You get a slice of pizza. You get a slice of pizza. All right, I'm out of pizza. Anyone got a couple of bucks? We'll send someone out for some pizza.
He takes money from the audience. Right.
Oh, yeah.
The pizza never comes in.
Maybe the
pockets of
audience
cash.
can chip in.
Yeah.
And you get a laptop. Oh, $99 laptop. That's all I got. One.
Oops, one. Maybe you can share. I don't know.
And I'm having trouble booting it up.
Dad, I don't get that.
I don't get that.
Scorch.
All right, let's hit this again there.
And what's the name of that band again that's on here tonight? I love them. I'm so glad to have them back. They have a new disc. We're going to be talking about that. 5 Point is back in the house tonight.
Look at him. He's just...
So we have a lot of stuff going on.
Letterman.
Why don't we get into things with the segment that we call Weird News?
I forgot about weird news.
Okay, for starters, police in Madison Heights, Michigan. See, you learn something new every day on Scorch's pfg-tv. Who would have known,
Every day.
other than Dylan, of course, that there is a Madison Heights, Michigan.
Weird news.
They thought they'd
Why did
never
you have to
find the
bring that
person that
up?
robbed several banks.
Madison Heights, Michigan.
Did you know
Gives
that?
a fuck.
Did you know?
You learned something new.
Did you know there was a
Madison
Madison
Heights,
Heights, Michigan?
If it said like Manhattan, Michigan, or New York,
But
Michigan,
the question
Yeah.
is, did you know there was a Madison Heights, Michigan?
No.
Do you know now?
No, I already forgot.
There is. And you should
But
be
you
thanking
learned it
Scorch.
from Scorch.
Well, thank you, Scorch.
Yeah, we teach here.
And what does he say? That we stole bits from him?
Yeah, he
Or
said
we share bits.
He
or
said
what?
you guys and him kind of go back and forth with the bits. He takes a little from you. You take a little from him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, what did he give us?
Feels for meals.
Feels
Was
for
his.
meals, he
Did he?
says. Yeah,
Yeah.
really?
I mean, it does rhyme.
The beauty is he has no fucking idea that we mock him.
And you guys took douche dressing.
He has no
well,
idea
we did
mock
take
him.
douche dressing.
Well, I guess we did take that one, sure.
Because
Because
who
we
wouldn't?
no,
Yeah.
we took it by making fun of it one day.
course.
But in his mind, that means we are doing his
They
bit.
appreciate a good bit.
All right, back to the
Weird news.
weird news.
It's like weird science.
Yeah, take a fucking 30-year-old movie theme.
You learn something new every day on Scorch's pfg-tv. Who would have known, other than Dylan, of course, that there is a Madison Heights, Michigan? They thought they'd never find the person that robbed several banks lately because of the wrestling mask the person wore when they robbed the banks. They thought they wouldn't be able to find that person, but they did. How? You're asking yourself right now. You're saying how?
No.
About a block away from the last bank the person robbed, they found the mask laying on the street. Wrapped in the mask was some of the money and the gun. So at that point, police figured out it must have been a man and not a woman. Of course, that made it easy, or it made it easy because inside the mask was the guy's driver's license with his current address.
That's weird.
He's in trouble.
I like the punchline at the end.
Folks in Windsor,
He's in
Ontario.
trouble.
Beautiful, beautiful part of the world, Windsor, Ontario. I was offered
What's offered a job?
I was offered a
Wherever
job
you
at
say.
CIMX in Windsor, Ontario. A long time
I
ago.
really-
Great alternative
of course
rock
he
radio
was.
station. Not as good as our radio station, Rock 101, www.rock101fm.com.
Holy mother.
Now, Jessica, who's our announcer, has commercial-free middays starting in just a couple of days from now. So that's good. Anyhow, they're not too happy, the Windsor, Ontario folks. 80-year-old Jim Masson bought the rights to have parts of a baseball park named after him. Have you heard the story yet?
No, I
Has
haven't.
anybody heard about
Why
the
would
story?
we have heard?
He donated 55 grand to get the scoreboard clock named after him. Normally, that would be a good thing, 55 grand, name the clock. In this case, it's not, because it turns out Mr. Masson is a convicted sex offender. Involving 3 men he apparently did inappropriate things. He apparently did inappropriate things with, and that's why they do have background checks to check people's background, you know what I mean?
Oh, God.
I know what
Yeah,
you
it's
mean.
amazing. I heard this guy's favorite tune is Take Me Out to the Ball Game. So,
Listen to them laugh. What do you think? That's a laugh track?
thank you. And finally, this is a great one, too. A
always bad
man
when there's
broke into a business in the Florida
he's
Keys.
making
got
it seem like
caught
the
when he
other
didn't
two
hear
were
the
great.
silent
It's always
alarm
bad when there's a
going off.
laugh
Actually,
track and then you can
it
hear the
wasn't a
audience
silent
booing
alarm.
behind the laugh
The guy was
track.
distracted watching porn on one of the company computers. Remember when Doc went into the radio studio the other day and you were looking at porn?
Yeah.
What Doc was doing in the building in the overnights, I don't know, but that's okay. Not only was he looking at porn on the company computers, but his pants were down and he was what we call taking care of business.
Oh.
Taking care of business. Now he's facing burglary charges, break and entering charges as well. So these guys got some.
I'm hypnotized.
Key holders.
Yeah, it's a great show.
And I guess you can say the cops caught this guy. You've heard of getting caught red-handed. This guy was caught red-glended. And that, my friends, is today's installment of Weird News.
He wrote that joke down.
You know, I was just thinking, well, you guys
5 point. We're gonna have Jessica tell you
that he, says, "Did you hear about this one? Did you hear about this one?" For a second, I said to myself, he probably watches Leno and Letterman and takes notes, but that's not what Scorch does. Scorch watches Leno and Letterman with people, and he goes, and he says in all seriousness, and he starts criticizing what they do. We're actually a better show than this show.
Oh, really?
I'm sure of it. We're actually a better show. I heard that monologue. Weird News is actually better than that monologue.
Weird News, and we got the theme song. Weird News.
We have segments and stuff. We're actually a better show than this show.
And I throw up my little jokes after reading the Weird News.
Yeah.
Dude,
It's taking a little song. Taking care of business.
Red-glanded. Get it?
and then he moves on to a local band and interviews them.
And the local band is all middle-aged guys.
Middle-aged. They are
I said, hey,
fucking...
one of the guys got to be a grandfather. And they're still trying to make it.
One guy was wearing a shirt that said The Rat on it because, the Rat from Boston that has been closed for how long?
I don't even know.
Hey, don't mention the competition.
And I know, hey, wait a minute.
I think it closed the first year we were up in Boston.
Yeah.
So 95, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and I know this guy probably played the grand opening of the place. He was a grandfather.
Right.
Retro.
And then the lead singer looks like just a regular guy.
He looked like every guy I saw on every job site, a steam fitter, a plumber.
Right. Doesn't look like he should be in a rock band.
Not a rocker.
And then you got a guy that's sort of trying to look hip, but he doesn't look hip. And then they say that they're drummers from Godsmack. And Scorch doesn't call him out on it.
No.
We kind of know Godsmack.
Why would Scorch call him out?
Well, Scorch likes
that guy
that.
never was. Maybe he was in Godsmack one day because
Scorch
somebody
loves
was sick.
embellishment of people's achievements, especially himself.
Right. Scorch likes the idea of people watching his show and thinking the drummer from Godsmack is on his couch.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it was just sad because the band is talking about how they're making another CD and they're hoping to make it someday.
They're going to make it.
And
make
then
it.
Later on in the show, they played a 10-minute song that was kind of Spinal Tap-ish slash any kind of band you'll see locally.
That's what, as you put it, it was Spinal Tap meets any shitty local band.
Right.
And
it was like an opus. It turned into some opus where the regular guy that you've seen a million times on the job site was trying to show the world that he has a tortured soul as he's singing.
and stuff. Yeah, man.
Well, Scorch has seen people come from nothing and become world famous. Do you guys know? He told me this. So I wish he was in here today. He got Triple H into pro wrestling.
You know what? I was going to ask Triple H that Friday.
Oh, my God.
And then William H. Macy showed up a little early. And
I got him into acting. Yeah. That was me.
Yeah,
but that's when Scorch was Vito Carlucci.
Yeah, he said that he brought Triple H into the wrestling.
And China.
And China, too, huh?
Yeah, both of them.
Anyway.
He sure does embellish.
Finally, we get to
I don't know.
Finally, we get to the point why we're talking about PFG-TV today, thanks to that guy that tweeted me. So he had this comedian on. So you got to hear this comedian. You just got to. It's just
not bad. Not bad.
Here's Scorch introducing the comedian.
This is comedian Josh Kondelman on Scorch's PFG-TV.
Yeah, Scorch's PFG-TV.
Branding.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, Scorch.
Thank you.
It's good to be here with someone else who is bald and whose name is a verb. So that's very exciting. Thank you.
Nothing.
Well, something. There was one laugh I heard.
Yes, Scorch laughs through this whole thing, by the way. Just listen to because this guy...
Because it's his reputation.
Yeah.
He's got to have a funny comic on his late-night TV show.
On my late-night show, I got to have a comic, I got to have a band, I got to do everything.
And in Scorch's head, if the audience hears Scorch laughing, they'll think it's funny.
Right.
Because whatever Scorch says is, gospel.
But this guy, now, mind you, there are, albeit a few, but there are people in this room. Mm-hmm. They give this comic nothing.
Nothing at all.
And he deserves nothing.
And the comic is feeling it.
Oh, yeah. He's awful.
I guess he's a teacher when he's not doing stand-up.
Yeah. Really?
And he might be.
He seems a little.
We don't know, though.
He seems a little light in the loafers.
We're not sure.
From listening to him.
Yeah.
But that's important because Scorch doesn't really pick up on the fact that he might be. And
he Regis Philbins this thing.
Oh, he totally does.
And ask him a heterosexual type question. But we don't know for sure.
We don't know. Who does
We really
know?
don't. But here's more of Josh.
I just know that if I ever adopted a child, I'd have no idea how to break the news to him. I'd probably have to go to Barnes & Noble and get a book called How to Tell Your Son He's Adopted, then just leave it on the counter till he found it on his own.
That's a joke?
Oh, boy, this is great. Good one, buddy. You're a PFG comic. I'll tell you that.
Pretty effing great.
Yes, pretty fucking great.
I'm very open-minded, right? Try to love all sorts of people. That's one of my messages, right? So I try to instill in the kids. That's what I try to say on stage. Love all sorts of people. Here's the way I'm open-minded, everyone. I love lesbians, and not just for their work on film. True. Thank you. I hope, thank you. I hope I have a lesbian daughter. Not out there in the world now. Goodness, no. But when I have a daughter, on purpose, I hope that she is the lesbian kind. Because I feel like it would really cut the sex talk down to a more manageable length. Lesbian daughter, right? We can all agree. Teen pregnancy pretty much off the table.
Teen pregnancy!
So it'd be kind of a one-sentence discussion, just like, hey, honey, have fun out there. You're living the dream. Make daddy proud.
Holy fuck!
I'll tell you guys this before I scoot. There's a story about the cutest kid in my class, and you're not supposed to pick a favorite, but some of those little jerks make it so easy to narrow it down, which I think is ethical. Cutest kid, smallest kid, only 3.5. All the other kids are 4, 4.5, 5, and he's got a very thick Mexican accent, which is very charming. So he comes up to me the day before Halloween, and he says to me, Yosh. Because that's how you say Josh with a very thick Mexican accent. The J's become Y's. And I don't quibble because I like the arrangement the Mexican people and I have with burritos, and I don't want to jeopardize that in any way. So he says, Yosh. Burritos. And I say, Jess.
I know what that means.
He goes, I am going to be Batman. And I go, oh, you mean like when you grow up? And he goes, Jesus Cristo, no. I mean like right now.
Spanish.
I am Bruce Wayne. But later, when they put on my outfit, and then I am Batman. I was like, oh, that's adorable. So the next day is Halloween. He comes in. He's wearing his Batman outfit, just flexing, happy as a clam or a bat or whatever. Till the middle of the day, where I just see him crouched by himself looking sad. I go, what's wrong, dude? And he stands up, and I can see that he'd wet his pants. And I go, oh, no, buddy. Did Batman have a little accident? And he goes, Jesus Cristo, no. Bruce Wayne peed in my outfit. Thank you guys very much. It was a real pleasure. Thank you guys. Yeah,
that's great. Have a seat, man. Relax. Very cool.
There it is. The invite over to the couch by Scorch right there.
New Hampshire has a new
seat,
star.
Man, relax.
We're almost done with this, but people are confused. This is a guy we used to work with up there in Boston because they're just tuning in, Scorch, and now he does a TV show that is so bad. He has a lot of confidence.
Oh yeah,
but he has no awareness of himself.
It's on in New Hampshire, and it is also on in Syracuse.
Right.
Oh,
but he pays for his own TV show, but he does. But he makes it sound like he was recruited to do TV now.
Oh yeah, like he was called up.
And what you just heard was a comic bombing, and then Scorch, because now he wants to play the Johnny Carson role. He's inviting him to sit down on the couch because that's what Johnny used to do.
I'm a star maker. I'm a star maker.
You guys should be careful as far as how much you like this, because yesterday in the mail, I just got the entire month of January,
dude,
of PFG-tv
I'm not
episodes.
even joking.
What?
Burn me a copy.
Holy shit.
I have to watch every show now.
I have a source up there.
Actually, just burn it.
Just set it on fire.
Burning a copy, just burn it. I need a copy.
I'll burn some
of
copies.
That. Wow.
All right, and here's Scorch asking the guy that might be a little light in the loafers.
Yeah.
This is what he asked the comic.
Did you, and be honest about this, because Lord knows I have. Do you ever look at one of the kids' parents and go, damn? You know, do you ever see a MILF?
Oh, do you ever see a MILF? No comment? Can I go no comment? But, like, no comment,
Oh,
you know?
yeah, so you have, huh?
See, get it? No comment. Scorch couldn't pick up on the fact that lisp and talk that he has, and
And
it's
the
the way
fact
it's
that out of nowhere he brought up a joke about adopting a child.
Yeah, adopting a child,
right.
not having a child.
Right.
Loving everyone, open-mindedness.
Open-mindedness, open-acidness.
Not that we know one way or the other.
You should ask them about filths.
Yeah.
Not MILFs.
Filth.
A filth.
Yeah, what are you into, filths? Dilfs?
Yeah. All right, we're just about done, but Scorch talked to little Dylan. He was very excited that Dylan was back on his show.
Well, yeah, Dylan was in promoting cancer.
Which is obviously horrible, but
yes, but Scorch made it like...
There's a way to deal with cancer kids, to try to keep it light but get the message out there, and I think Scorch missed that opportunity here.
Dylan!
This is our pal Dylan Thompson on Scorch's pfg-tv. Dylan! Thank you, Dylan Thompson!
Man.
Dylan!
Hey, man, thank you. Thank you, man. So what's going on, Dylan? What's happening, bro? You don't want to talk to me, huh? He's going to be one of those ones again. Somebody's got to talk. So, Don, talk to us about Dylan. What's up with him? What's going on?
Dylan has neurofibromatosis.
Oh, I did get that right.
I don't care what he has, but I pronounced it right, I think.
He's patting himself on the back. Ooh, I got it right.
Oh,
you know how horrific that is, Scorch? Any clue?
This is one of the lighthearted segments.
Right, any clue how horrific this disease is?
Hey, so what's up, Dylan?
I'm dying.
All right, yeah.
PFG.
So was that comic. Did you see his act?
Fibromatosis.
Oh, I did get that right.
Causes tumors to grow anywhere, anytime, and there's no predictable course and there is no cure. So the Children's Tumor Foundation uses the donations for research and for family support.
For family support, the tumor. Yeah, the Tumor Foundation.
And you're right, the worst name for a foundation.
The Tumor Foundation.
No, the
Children's Tumor Foundation.
Children's Tumor Foundation.
The Children's Tumor Foundation.
But Scorch is also using the moment when she says that this young child grows tumors randomly every place throughout his body and there is no cure, to giggle with the little kid as he's playing, you know.
Yeah.
You just hear him giggling. He's not
paying attention to that point.
You don't care.
And then there was something in there.
I'm playing whack-a-tumor on the kid. One pops up, I hit it down. Another one pops up, I whack that one down.
And then he used that opportunity to snore, it sounded like.
Making noises and stuff.
Yeah, you're boring me.
And then finally the TV show ends. And,
mercifully.
He's kind of doing, now he's decided he's got to do the SNL thing and have everybody that was part of the show on stage as he closes the show.
That's the big
He's
send-off.
borrowing from a lot of different shows.
Oh, he certainly is.
But he's watching SNL go, our ending is a little better than that, I think.
Our ending's better because we actually talk a little more and, interact with the people.
Little personality. People like that.
So, I'll be honest, the last hour of our show was a complete waste of time.
What?
And we should have just played this one clip I'm about to play.
Oh, jeez.
So hopefully you're still listening. Scorch decides he needs Dylan, cancer kid, on his shoulders.
Tumor kid.
As he closes pfg-tv. Yeah, tumor kid.
Right.
You know, where tumors pop up.
Tumors grow on him.
Throughout his entire body.
And there's no cure.
Right.
And Scorch, being extremely clueless, says this.
Hey, all of a sudden I got like this growth on my neck. I'm like, what the hell is this? That's my pal Dylan. Anyhow,
Dylan that grows tumors.
He had him on his shoulders. At the end, he had him on his shoulders with the rest of the crew. They're all around waving and everything. And Scorch is talking, and he's got the tumor kid on his neck, and he says, all of a sudden I feel like I have a growth on my neck.
Hey, All of a sudden, I got like this growth on my neck. I'm like, what the hell is this? That's my pal Dylan. Anyhow,
it's my pal Dylan.
Unfortunately for Dylan can't say that.
No.
Dylan's growth is tumors.
It's true.
Scorch.
He called the tumor kid a tumor.
Yeah, and there's no cure for it. And they pop up anywhere.
He's a little kid.
But let's have fun. Kid too.
Let's have fun with it, even though we don't even know we're having fun with it.
Oh, that's Scorch. Wow.
Why did everybody look so surprised?
What's the problem?
Who said what now?
I don't get it.
I like when he says,
I don't get that.
I don't get that. I don't get that.
Because it wasn't a joke.
Yeah, no one else did either.
He's trying to be ironic.
He's great.
And humorless.
Yeah, that's good. It's a segment I like to call Tumor Humor. Tumor Humor.
He likes to rhyme.
Tumor Humor. Tumor Humor.
I mean, this is the same guy who pretended on the radio that this day is the anniversary of the Jungle Gym because he found a list of top 10 people named Jim that he wanted to do so badly and needed a reason.
We're gonna play a game. It's called Pants or Cancer. I'm wearing pants or do I have tumors on my leg? Pants or cancer?
Call up now. Ooh, looky, Miss Cookie.
looky, Miss Cookie.
That's what he said when the phone rang, right?
Yeah. No, when all three phone lines were ringing.
He got excited.
That meant all three of our phone lines were full.
And then he had a full house.
Yeah, 3 people were calling.
All 3 phone lines lit.
Looky, Miss Cookie. Brain cell stimulator work today. Yes, a trivia question called the brain cell stimulator.
Brain cell stimulator.
I could learn from him. Did you ever see him mad?
No, he lied to himself. So it's like,
yeah.
You know, you have to live in a shroud of.
Does he make money?
No.
Like, how does he live?
Well, he makes enough money to get by.
Yeah, how does he do this?
Is he just renting?
No, he makes like a low annual income, and then he tricks people into giving him money on the side for stuff.
Really?
Like sponsors and stuff. He just pockets all that, I'm sure.
He's just wheeling and dealing?
Yeah. At one point, oh my God, we were in Syracuse. He was the morning guy in Syracuse on Rock 105, The Dog, and between talk breaks during the songs, he goes, yeah, I got a pretty sweet deal. I got a friend over at a Mexican restaurant. He's going to let me work in the kitchen off the books.
Off the books.
So that's what he was going to do in the afternoons, work in a Mexican restaurant in the kitchen.
That's how I roll.
Where do you guys work in the afternoons?
That's how I roll.
Do you guys work at a restaurant?
Restaurant in the afternoons. That's what my second half of my day.
I'd rather not say because I don't want to be made fun of by the listeners.
He was a cashier at a tattoo parlor for a while. While he was, a big radio disc jockey.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
What do you want, a tattoo piercing?
I know we haven't done this justice, but we're going to keep trying because when you finally understand this whole Scorch world, it's just some of the most amazing stuff to follow.
It really is amazing.
Scorch is the definition of long form. Like, you got to stick in there for a while, but when you get it, he's the David Brent of radio.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, the David Brent of radio, yeah.
Yeah.
He really thinks.
100%.
Yeah.
Like he should be behind that desk on TV crying, but he has no idea.
He's like listening to his tapes. He's like, I'm hilarious.
He's making no money. He thinks at any moment he's going to get the big fucking gig.
Yep.
He thinks he's Johnny Carson when the comics come on.
Right.
Wow.
He thinks he's like Carson Daly interviewing bands.
And then he
does the SNL
SNL
thing at the end.
Yeah.
And then he's doing punchline jokes like Leno and fucking Letterman.
He's got that sharp, that wit, that he could just improv. He could throw shit out. He started doing weird news, and then he's got lines for the story.
Yeah.
And then he could break it down and go serious when he talks to Tumor Kid.
Yeah, right. Then he could do a serious segment, but still keep it light enough where
so people aren't uncomfortable.
Doesn't get maudlin.
But he's making everyone extremely uncomfortable, and not in a good way.
He can't pull any of those things off that we've just mentioned.
He is the host of the Afternoon Loompa Nation.
What?
That's what they call it. Rock 101 in Manchester calls their fans the Loompa Nation. That's why he had to stop.
Manch Vegas?
Manch Vegas. That's why he had to stop doing Naked Militia, because the station had already branded their fans are the Loompa Nation.
Why Loompa?
I don't know what it means.
It's like Oompa Loompa?
I have no idea what it means.
Well, when we used to work with him at AF, it was the Kingdom of Nakedness, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And then it was...
Wait, was it nude radio? Wait, what? Naked radio? How did he say?
Totally nude radio.
Totally nude radio.
Totally nude radio.
The Kingdom of Nakedness. And I remember something else that happened, because he came on after us, and then, like, we would do production, we'd be around the station, we'd come in and say hi to Scorch, you know. Back then, we were extremely motivated. And then all of a sudden, he gives the illusion that he's naked doing his radio show. So then if you come in to say hi, he's like, oh, Opie and Anthony here, and they're nude too. I'm like, no, Scorch, we're not nude.
They're all naked.
We're not
Everybody's
hanging
naked.
out with you nude. We just came in to say hi.
Well, then he moved to Syracuse and he became the Naked Militia.
Nude. Naked Militia, because now we're going to stand up for a right to be naked.
Right.
Right to bear penis.
The Naked Militia, he believes that the O&A Army came from one place.
Naked Militia.
You guys heard about the Naked Militia and started the O&A Army.
didn't say that.
He did, I swear.
We never had an O&A Army.
He said the O&A
We never
Army.
really did the Army thing,
No.
'cause that's kind of hack.
Yeah, a lot of people
we
have
did
done
our
that.
hacky shit, but
you had a militia, the Naked Militia.
Naked Militia.
And he said that the reason for that was that when people are naked, everybody's equal. So how can you fight when everybody's naked?
The right to Scorch's listeners to bare ass shall not be infringed upon.
But he wasn't
Bare ass.
naked.
Naked Militia.
And then guys are coming in just to say hi, and now we're naked. I'm like, we're not naked.
I don't get that.
He used to brag about wearing Drakkar.
Drakkar. He would wear Drakkar.
We don't want to give the impression that we're,
good. The ladies like it.
me and Ant don't want to give the impression that we're naked in front of other guys, Scorch.
Ladies like it.
You guys
fucking
did a
asshole.
naked show or two with Scorch, though, in Boston, right?
Yeah.
And you were nude a few
Totally
times.
nude.
Yeah,
Totally
yeah.
nude.
Why'd you guys take all your clothes off?
It's just like, Scorch, why would you want to give that
Scorch.
impression?
Why are you trying to paint that picture?
We don't have any clothes on.
No, we do, Scorch.
Wow.
I don't know.
We're taking our pants off.
You know what? It makes us fucking laugh our balls off. I don't know.
That certainly does.
We're very fond of Scorch. I hope he doesn't get the wrong impression.
I don't have a lot of confidence in how we present Scorch yet. But you know what? Damn it, we're going to try again because...
Oh yeah.
We're gonna try again.
I don't want to stop.
Yeah,
It'll come across.
I think there was some good stuff in there, but
Yeah, definitely.
look,
There
fucking
was.
Sam has tears in his eyes. He was laughing.
Here's his
so-
eyes, I guess.
I love Scorch.
All right, we'll take a break and we'll start our radio show. How's that sound?
Yes.
Totally dude.
iPad 2.0 coming out next week.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
What any line on what the new additions are going to be?
Not a new screen.
Maybe they're saying like a 1 megapixel camera. Whoa.
What?
They usually add more shit in than just like what you hear about before the
Yeah, no,
announcement.
it's got to be something impressive because we're all loving our iPads. So why would we get rid of these so quickly? So it's got to be something.
Probably be hard drive.
When are they going to announce that?
improvements.
Maybe
probably next
USB.
week. I don't
Maybe
think.
USB. No,
I don't think we'll see a
USB would be nice.
Why? USB would be nice.
It would be nice, but I don't think we'll see it.
Because then they're just building a computer.
Yeah, they're
I
gonna.
mean, a laptop.
It actually flips open now.
Right.
It comes with the standard Apple OS. It's
That
a
Apple
hard drive.
confuses me. We were able to get everything down to tiny, and now they're like, no, we need big now.
Yeah, they
And
kind
then
of.
this is going to turn into a laptop, but it's like we always had the laptop.
It's all fluid. Everything's in flux here.
Very confused, but man, they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Big or small?
All right, we'll talk about maybe some Libya action. Gaddafi. Got some thoughts on
Yeah.
that, I'm sure.
Libya's labias. We're going to be doing a show, Libya or labia.
He always,
We're
he
going to hear
always-
people screaming, and is it from touching their labia or getting shot in Libya?
Scorch thinks of names like that.
Oh, of course
But he
does.
never thinks of how the game would actually be played.
Name first, game second.
And then we'll figure out as we go
Yes.
along. Time to play
Name
Wheel
then
and Meat.
game. I'm going to play name then game. We're going to come up with a name and then play the game. And look, I just did it again. It's like a
Name the
paradox.
game when we get back.
Do they
Paradox.
They love him at Rock 101? Because
Yeah, I mean,
that's a pretty big rock station up there. A lot of morning shows have gone on to big things from
Name
there.
that game. Hey, paradox or paradox? Is it two doctors or is it some kind of space-time mix-up? Paradox or paradox?
You can do anything with Scorch.
We got Michio Kaku and Doc Brown here. Paradox. But it's also a paradox, because what did they talk about?
What if you had two Doc Browns?
Holy shit. I don't get that.
I don't understand.
I don't get that.
Then it'd be a paradox.
I don't get that.
He once said that, I mean, he would go into when he was writing off his taxes. He said he wrote off $10,000 worth of toothpicks.
Toothpick, because he's always got a toothpick in his
But then
mouth.
Paulie and me started doing the math, and $10,000 worth of toothpicks is an obscene amount of toothpicks.
Yeah, come on.
It would probably
$10,000.
fill up this entire studio.
Yes.
Yeah.
I forgot. That's his thing. He has a toothpick in
But
the
we
whole
never
time.
toothpick.
thought
We don't
last night-
Carducci.
I was watching, when I was watching last night, I'm like, does he have a toothpick in his mouth?
Yeah.
Like the whole time.
That's his
Maybe I talk. I'm like Muggsy. Yeah, see? See, boss? Yeah, I got a toothpick in my mouth.
When's the next one?
PFG TV's on every week.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
And there's now the website, right? We should plug the website for the people that do care enough to maybe see the visual. What is it? PFG...
I think it's
Dash TV.
It is dash, right?
.com.
PFG-TV.com, I guess. Okay.
Greatest site ever.
And I'll make you guys some DVD copies. So maybe,
Oh, please.
I mean, a PFG TV party in the big movie theater.
Oh, my God. I would love to just sit in the theater and do a festival.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, this guy wants to tell us about Lump Nation.
Lump Nation.
Or Lumpa.
Lumpa Nation.
Lumpa Nation.
It's the afternoon Lumpa Nation with Scorch.
John in New Hampshire.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey, brother.
The whole lumpa is basically your working guy, your working Joe, and it's not even his. It's the morning show that is on his station and the station on the Seacoast, which is both owned by Cheap Channel.
Wait, he doesn't even do mornings?
Is it like
No,
you're a
he's
lump
afternoon.
of shit?
Oh.
Like you're a lump of shit?
You're a lump?
Yep.
And
Yep,
they
pretty
call
much.
it Lumpa Nation.
You're a worker. You got this decals that go on. Their morning shows, it's all right, but it's a couple of people, and then no, he does afternoons, and he sucks.
Oh, don't say that about
We
Scorch.
love the
Do not
Scorch.
afternoons.
I think the morning show on that station is like Greg in the Morning Buzz.
Yeah, it is. That's who it is. Yeah, and it's on both stations, and they're in Portsmouth. He's in Manchester, and they're owned by the same company.
Playing tunes in afternoons. That's what I like to call it. Playing the tunes in the afternoon.
Yeah, but Scorch is only out of Manchester right now, but he is working on a lot of different markets. He'll be all over the world very soon.
Yeah.
He told me.
I think SiriusXM is going to hire him very soon.
Well, he told me that.
For
So
that big
Very
contract,
high level contract.
Yeah.
the merger slowed it down a little bit, but now that we're back on track,
Yeah.
probably Scorch coming here soon on the virus.
Yep.
He's on in the afternoons, and I'll tell you the reason why he's got people following him. He's got no competition. There's no other stations in this area. We live in Manchester. What else is near here? Nothing.
All right.
That's it.
He's carved out a little niche for himself.
Of course, Manchester is near Boston.
Thanks, brother.
He told everybody in Syracuse he was going to Boston.
Me.
I'm going to Boston.
We'll take our first break, and we got Rich Voss coming in today. Very
Yes, we do.
good. And John Leguizamo
John Leguizamo's coming in, eh?
with Fisher Stevens.
Remember him?
Right.
You remember Fisher Stevens?
Well, from, Short Circuit.
Short Circuit.
But he was also in Lost.
And
Yes, he was.
He also directed The Cove, I believe.
Directed
Produced,
the
I
Cove.
think.
Produced
Produced
The Cove. Which
You
was a
didn't
terrific
direct, you
documentary.
just film some dolphins being slaughtered.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
Got to go to a sponsor break.
Swamp Ass from Boston writes, who's worse, PFG-TV or Sheen's Ustream show?
Wow. Holy shit. What a great question.
That's a trick question, by the way. Because they're so bad it's good.
Right.
Was Charlie Sheen so bad it was good?
No.
That means PFG-TV wins.
PFG-TV better.
PFG-TV wins the podcast battle.
You got it. I think you're absolutely right because...
Is there a new episode of PFG-TV, by the way?
Oh,
Have
I
you
hope
checked?
so. I hope so.
I'm checking tonight.
Sam would know. Sam is the one that keeps tabs
I'm
on
checking
it.
tonight to see if there is one. That, of course, is Scorch's local access show.
Yeah. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
And at least something, it's funny to laugh at. Mm-hmm. This one, I wasn't even laughing. I was cringing.
PFG-TV, so...
Put it in the bowl.
So Scorch is...
Don't say bowl ever again.
You sure heard what he said when he was doing his little silly thing he does for his radio show at
Oh,
10
his
o'clock?
show at 10.
My show.
He said cock ring today.
Oh,
I
shit.
said conquering.
He said cock ring. You'll hear for yourself in the 10 o'clock hour.
Really?
I like that tease.
Instead of
Oh, wow.
Instead of conquering, he said cock ring.
You don't say conquering?
I said conquering.
Say, is that
Says
cock ring?
cock ring. He
Thank
says
you.
cock
That's
ring.
not what that
Here's
is. There's an N
PFG-TV
and
and
Q.
Scorch making some threat, I guess,
All right.
at two New York guys.
They have a lobster mac and cheese that she claims is award-winning.
But he has to do his restaurant thing still.
He's doing a little plug-in.
This is great. Here it is. As a platinum sponsor, you'll have 3 live endorsements during the show. Plus, you'll have a link to your company on the TV show webpage. You'll get a spot on the Scorch pfg-tv family tree, and it'll be mentioned in our shameless plugs segment. Great deal for the money. Your investment, $300 per show.
Per show? I'd rather be strange fruit on Billie Holiday's tree.
He's giving it away. That's a plot. What is... And that's the top, right?
That's number 1.
How much is a spot on that show? Can we sponsor a whole PFG-TV?
So,
how great would that be?
$300.
Platinum is
How do you get all that?
Per show.
Gold is $200.
Damn.
You know what?
And that's it.
So you think he's just pocketing that money?
He puts it in his pocket.
Pocket money?
He puts his pocket, he buys stuff with it.
All right, listen, we got to get this clip because Jackie the Joke Man's waiting down the hall.
Yes. Come on.
Travis, how long is Jackie?
Yeah, we gotta wrap this segment up.
How long is it? I mean,
all right. Here's PFG-TV.
Did he get yogurt
and Scorch?
Is there bowls?
And Scorch talking about us.
They have a lobster mac and cheese that she claims is award-winning. So there you go. There will be lobster mac and cheese in the crowd soon from TJ Callahan. So you know what?
I want to dissect that ringing endorsement. She has lobster mac and cheese, which she claims is award-winning. Wow, only $300 for that plug? That's fucking amazing.
Well, Scorch is not going to say anything that's unfounded because he likes to make sure if he says something is factual, it is factual.
Right.
He says $300 for an endorsement. To endorse something, you should believe in the product.
We're not going to catch him in a lie, though, is the thing about Scorch.
Oh,
no,
shit,
never.
You're right.
And so you know what?
You know what? I got to make a correction. You said there's no way for us to know how many people are on all this stuff, man. But there is a way that we can tell how many people have downloaded the app. So how many are there?
We've got 575,214 downloads of the app. So.
That is such horseshit.
He's lying by 575,000.
He did not say 575,000.
No way.
Well, Travis and me both downloaded that app since then.
I
so yes,
downloaded it too.
The figure would be okay. The figure's off by 3 then.
Wouldn't that be a top seller?
I mean that would be a huge.
That would be
a huge app.
A runaway success.
Give me an app that does that well. I want
Birds.
Angry Birds does as well as that.
Maybe not.
Big as Angry Bird. Angry Scorch.
Plus, you'd think if he was in the market of getting over almost 600,000 apps out there, he'd at least throw a 99 cents or something on there. It's free.
Oh, believe me, he would be doing that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
1,214 downloads of the app.
Okay, so there you go. So 500,000 people will know where to go just by a touch of a button on what's happening at TJ Callahan's, right?
You know what? I wish I had time to do some. Next week, I'm going to do something that I meant to do, and I just don't have time tonight. It has to do with a radio team in New York. So we're coming at you. Anyhow, so, yes.
We're coming at you.
Coming at us.
He had a little too much shit going on that day, so he had to wait.
He had to lie about his app. He had to lie about his app numbers.
Yeah.
So it's a 0 rating on the App Store.
Well, it might have been canceled out.
No, it's not a 0 rating. It just has 0 rating.
Oh, it has 0 rating. Yeah.
Well, it has to take time to catch up.
No
like
one has
YouTube.
rated it.
No, all 500,000
Out of 575,000
No one.
downloads,
Well,
not one guy has rated it.
It's obvious why nobody's rated it. Because they've all been too busy on their apps to do anything else.
Does he
on their
get everyone
iPhone.
on the same page to just lie through their teeth?
Someone's saying here the app shows between 100 and 500 downloads. Is there a way to check that?
No, you can't see how many times.
No?
Not that I know of. Well, what he does is he just makes these things up on the spot, and the people around him feel uncomfortable.
What do we got on Scorch?
He's back.
He's back and better than ever.
Scorch PFG-TV.
I don't know where I've got a picture of Scorch up on there.
Oh, yeah. Where's Scorch? Of course, Scorch, we worked with him way back when up in Boston, and he's since gone on to do his own TV show. Well, it's a paid channel, and he pays for an infomercial.
He's a media mogul, sir.
Oh, really?
He's a media mogul.
I'm
how did I miss that?
I think he's on a different channel now that's less people. He's not on the My Channel anymore. That he was on the My Network in New Hampshire.
Wait, he's not on My Network anymore?
No.
But that was his, he had how many networks?
Well,
how many affiliates?
That's the problem. Like, now he's saying he's on a major, he's getting caught up in his lies because he has to lie about the new network.
Let's bring everyone up to speed, though. So he does a local show in New Hampshire, a little morning show, and now he decided he needs to be on TV as well. Yeah. So he got a public access show?
Public access
He started with a public access show,
But what happened when he was in a bar?
Yeah, didn't he start the show from the bar?
That was the public access show.
Right.
He was in the bar.
Right.
That was the TV show in a bar.
Yeah.
In a bar.
And then last we left the people with the PFG-TV, he was in a really nice TV studio.
Right. He started moving up the ranks of TV studios and then up to my network. And then he kind of disappeared. Yeah. Remember, the last time we played a clip, it was when he said, I got something for those 2 people in New York, meaning you guys. Mm-hmm. Then he disappeared for a while.
Oh, God.
What happened to him?
Now he came back, except he's not in a TV studio anymore.
Well, what happened to the TV studio?
I don't know, but now he's back. He's in a bar.
But he's back. All right, wait. He's back in the bar?
Yeah, he's in a bar.
And he's not on the Mind TV network anymore?
No, he's on...
What happened there?
Is he on the web now only?
He is definitely on the web, and he appears to be on something called Retro TV.
What's
Retro TV?
I don't know, but I looked up the website, and they play like old TV shows. It seems like they take public access channels and they put old TV shows on them.
Because no one's buying.
Nobody's watching it. Yeah.
So is this a good move for him going back to the bar?
No,
well,
I wouldn't think so.
But I bet he spins it in a way where it's the best thing ever.
He does have his opinions on it, yeah. I mean, he seems to prefer it there, but I wouldn't think career-wise it makes a lot of sense.
All right. Can we roll this episode up on Apple TV just so we have a visual? It doesn't have to match up with the audio.
Let's.
It will though.
see.
Awful on both counts.
All right, let's get into this. Scorch. PFG-TV. Jessica introduces what's coming up tonight on PFG-TV.
All right.
Live from the PFG's Television Center at Michael's Pub in Tingsboro.
The television
center.
Yeah.
Television Center at Michael's Pub in Pingsboro? What are you doing?
Well, wherever he goes, he said, what happened was, it's like a restaurant pub.
Yeah.
And there's a wall with a fireplace against it. And normally there'd be tables lined up for people to eat there. But instead, they cleared out like 4 tables.
You know what? When you fucking have like a bar grill, a pub restaurant, fucking television studio has never been a part of bar pub.
Is the fire at least real behind him?
Oh my
I'm looking
God.
at the visual
The
now.
fire does appear to be a real fire.
And when is he going to get a laptop from this century?
He looks like a crazy evangelist.
Well, if you notice, he's back to using like the little footstool for a table.
Wait, he's sitting at a footstool in front of a fire. Oh my God! What happened to the TV studio?
And why the horrible couch? What happened to the good couch?
And the graphics all behind him.
Right.
Nick Carpinelli, the guy on the couch, now appears to be the guy on the wicker love seat.
Yeah, it's like that's outdoor patio furniture.
All right,
Why is there a fire behind him?
I don't know.
What is he doing? He's dressed like fucking Crazy Eddie.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Live from the PFG's Television Center at Michael's Pub in Tingsboro, it's Scorch's PFG TV, presented by the New England Subaru dealers. I'm Jessica, and tonight joining Scorch in the living room is Nivea from Loca Photo, doing a sponsor spotlight. We'll talk to pro wrestling historian and show regular Sheldon Goldberg. Plus, we'll do weird news,
Sheldon
the
Goldberg.
appetizer, info on how you can be on the show, and our special musical guests on the Auburn Pit stage. It's the Brooklyns. Now, give it up. Here's Scorch.
Welcome once again to another fabulous episode of Scorch's PFG TV. Let us go to the living room. Come on in here. Yeah.
Now, you hear the applause.
Yeah. That's something I'm a little suspect of.
Yeah, that's being piped in.
Scorch has this photographer that he had on the show. He let the photographer take pictures. He doesn't go to... He learned from us, I think, when we pointed out that there were only a very few people at his old bar shows.
Yes.
He stopped doing audience shots. However, the photographer took a picture of the audience, and now through the magic of Apple TV...
Oh, we'll get to it.
I share with you.
Oh my God!
See,
how come it sounded like?
Wow, they sound like there were hundreds of people there.
Yeah,
you could see Scorch right there in the corner by the fireplace.
I'm going to
yeah.
count for everybody. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10 people.
By the way, the people sitting at the bar, that's the band that's performing later.
Oh, okay. So there are literally six people there to see Scorch.
Yeah.
And he made it
Six
sound
people.
like there are hundreds.
Can we hear
Did
the
you
applause
hear-
again?
I got to hear the applause again. Now that we know there are 6 people there.
Fabulous episode of Scorch's pfg-tv. Let us go to the living room. Come on in here. Yeah.
Doesn't he have a following where they would
No.
show up for this?
No, he doesn't. No.
Oh, this is depressing.
He's in Manch Vegas. I mean,
I want to do his show.
although he did announce.
I said that. I would road trip in a second to do this.
He did announce that if you tell people, if you tell the restaurant in advance that you're going to the PFG taping, you'll give free appetizer while you watch the show.
That's not bad.
Oh, boy.
What kind of appetizers?
I mean, probably, definitely mozzarella sticks, something like that.
What about some of that calamari?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is, this is New Hampshire. This is Manch Vegas, after all.
And what happens in Manch Vegas?
Stays in Manch Vegas.
Exactly.
That's right.
Especially broadcasts.
Yeah, it should.
You would do PFG TV?
In a second.
Because he does have comedians on from time to time.
In a second.
I would do
I would
a
road
sit-down
trip just to
interview,
do this. Let's Scorch talks about the PFG TV network, and Scorch and Nick do a little two-man comedy.
Little two-man back and forth.
Oh, man, welcome
Yeah,
to
it is.
Scorch's PFG TV, to all of the viewers in the whole PFG TV network. See, we can't even say this station or this station anymore because we're...
I love that he has no idea that this is not working. He's not faking
loves
this.
this.
No,
in
he's
his
not.
mind, he is as big as fucking Conan O'Brien
It's
and
fucking
Letterman
happening.
and Leno and the rest of them.
And he's like, look, this is too big for me to even name the affiliates anymore.
Living the dream. They
We're
all said
just-
it wouldn't happen.
We're just nationwide.
I have
this
my
guy-
own late-night TV show.
This guy wants to explain retro TV just so we have the full picture. Vinny,
Hello, boys.
what's up?
Basically, when all of the TV channels went digital, they got extra channels. They have the regular channel, and then they got like an extra channel because they could fit more stuff into the bandwidth. And Retro TV and a couple of other companies offer shows literally just to fill that channel.
So the only way you can actually get retro TV is if you don't have a cable box and if you have a converter for the rabbit ears, correct?
Well, there's a handful of cable companies that will carry like one or two of them. My local one carries Retro TV for my local channel, but yeah, pretty much you have to not have cable to not get this channel.
You can't get this from cable?
No, you have to have like the converter box for the rabbit ears.
Oh,
right.
my
The digital
God, it gets-
converter.
It gets worse.
For your rabbit ears.
So technically he's on more markets, but the only way you can get it is if you don't have cable.
Okay, so that's it right there. RTV.
You'd have to disconnect your cable to
Right.
receive the program.
And hook it up.
worse.
Like a lot of people would say, most of the time you'd say, I have to get cable in order to get this. But you'd actually have to take it away in order to get this show.
Well, it's worth it. It's PFG TV.
Can Fios get it?
No. You're all mixed up. You'd have to have the Fios guy come in and actually take out the Fios and then replace it with nothing. And then you could get it.
Sorry. I said there's a remote chance you might have one or two.
I'm looking at the affiliate list for Retro TV.
Yeah.
Guys, we're in luck. There is an affiliate. There's an affiliate for our area.
Really?
Thank God.
Yes, it's WKOB-DT.
Oh, I watched that anyway.
Yeah, it's RF channel 2, virtual channel 42, or digital channel 43.1.
But you have to disconnect
I don't
your
know what
cable.
Well, you'd have to have-
I need a Phillips head screwdriver.
You'd have to have a TV that gets channel 43.1.
And
It's a radio.
and how do I get RF channel 2?
Yeah, you'd have to have a switch.
Just when you thought it couldn't get worse.
In order to get RTV, you need to go out and buy a roll of official RTV tinfoil to wrap around your antenna.
What? What? You broke up.
Yeah, your phone
You broke
stinks.
up, dude. What?
All right, I'll try another joke.
Why don't you try one first?
Yeah, right. By another, you.
Yeah, you tell any more jokes, you're going to get the Stinkeroo trophy.
You can always have more than nothing. Good point.
God, we got to know when he does
Oh,
these tapings,
shit.
so maybe some of our listeners can check it
Tuesday.
out.
Tuesdays at 7 p.m.
At
They
where?
have They have a
Mike's Bar. I don't know where he is.
All right, Vinny. Thank you.
I'm attempting to find the lineup, like the actual program.
Yeah, here it is.
Yeah, look at it. It's paid.
It's a lot of paid programming.
It's just a whole fucking schedule that says
when is
paid
this show
programming.
supposed to be on? Like what day?
There is no listing for when it's actually on television
Because
anymore.
it says paid programming.
If you go to pfg-tv.com, you can figure out when the tapings are, so you can head down with your loved ones, get a free app.
All right.
Why is there a fucking dash in it? It couldn't just be pfg-tv.
No. That's probably taken by the other pfg-tv. It's such
I love the other shows that are on. Marcus Welby, I Spy, The Bold Ones, Emergency, Adam 12, Dragnet, The Incredible Hulk, Knight Rider, A-Team, Magnum PI, Simon & Simon, and The Rockford Files. This is a paper torn from a 1976 TV guide.
What channel is this on Cablevision?
It's channel.
I don't think Cablevision or Fios carries this channel.
You mean I'd have to disconnect my cable?
This is the shit that like fucking TV Land said, ugh.
Yeah.
We ain't even playing this
No,
shit.
thank you. Nobody would
Adam
watch it.
12, Marcus Welby,
MD.
Leave It to Be, Daniel Boone, Peter Gunn, Robin Hood, the TV show from fucking forever ago.
Black Sheep Squadron.
Baba Black Sheep was good, but Black Sheep Squadron wasn't.
That's what happens when you prank call a sheep. You go, Baba Black Sheep.
Listen, I think we've given Scorch enough free plugs.
All right, let's get.
God,
Let's get into this. All right, here's another clip from PFG TV with Scorch, our old pal.
Oh man, welcome to Scorch's PFG TV, to all of the viewers in the whole PFG TV network. See, we can't even say this station or this station anymore because we're growing each and every week. So now it is just the Scorch's PFG TV network. Yeah!
It's recorded, the applause.
Yeah. My God, what an interesting week. Everybody, I talked to Nick a little while ago because everybody at the radio station's getting all nauseous and sick. I was out for a few days. And
Why, was he screening this program?
I, too, am getting phlegmy.
I am getting phlegmy. It's all because of you guys, man.
And Nick, well, we haven't made out, though, in a long time. So
No, we all use the same microphone. And I want to address the theft that went on here at Michael's Pub over the last week. Well, apparently somebody broke in and stole the freaking flat.
Stole the audience.
Stole the crowd.
Someone stole the audience.
Stole any dignity that was in the place.
It's good, right?
It's not good.
Well, the last week, apparently somebody broke in and stole the freaking flat screen, man.
Oh, yeah, just so the people know, if you took our monitor from behind us, you scumbags, we need it back, please.
If you return it, there will be no questions asked whatsoever.
The owner sold it to fucking pay the electric bill or
Listen,
something.
but wait, before you start it again, go back a little, because that was a setup for a joke.
Oh,
and I mean, this is the two-man comedy. All right.
Took our monitor from behind us, you scumbags, we need it back, please.
If you return it, there will be no questions asked whatsoever.
Well, we'll ask a few questions.
Well, you're going to ask if they've...
Come on, let's be honest, but I'm going to ask you, like, you know, what the hell, man? Why'd you take my TV, man? You know what I mean?
Wow. How do you have nothing planned?
What the hell, man? Why'd you take my TV? Know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
It's like someone should sit him down and go, look, I know that you think that you're going to mention a concept and something funny is going to show up.
Yeah.
But it's been proven that that's not going to happen. Think before you talk. Write a few thoughts down.
Know what I mean?
Create a funny question.
Something.
Well, there's going to be some questions asked. Okay, ball's in your court.
Some guys are.
Where's my TV?
Some guys are improv guys. Like they just prefer to kind of go out there and just kind of wing it, and
You tell them, Sam.
Jesus Christ.
That's where Scorch and Nick are just kind of an improv pair.
I love your loyalty to this guy that gave you your first break.
Yeah. Well, the thing about Scorch is everything I know about radio I learned from Scorch.
That's right.
Oh, cool.
Everything.
And this is how you pay him back. Weird news begins.
Weird news.
A bad edit cuts off the laugh track.
You know this song.
Weird news.
Yeah, I mean, whoever's editing Scorch's program. And by the way, I believe that the applause and stuff.
Yeah.
It's not done with a sound machine in house.
They're
It's done
edited
post.
in later.
Yeah,
in post, right?
And so now in weird news, I guess they had to cut for time, or maybe they were awkward because they just cut in between every joke, and so they added a laugh track and then cut it off so they could.
All right, let's listen to this.
We have a whole busy show today, so why don't we get into things with our very first segment that we call Weird News, okay? Weird News, come on. Newport Beach, California, an off-duty police officer was arrested after he allegedly showed up to a massage parlor wearing his badge and gun and loudly demanding and I quote, frontal massage. When the girls in the parlor...
What is he doing? Was he doing a Letterman laugh there? Like a
I just love Jimmy's face.
Actually, I believe Scorch started doing that on the air before
Letterman.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I should have known that.
I mean, him and Dave borrow from each other. You know, they kind of
really
throw bits
do.
back and forth.
You can barely tell the difference between shows.
You know, guys, PEK28 on Twitter is right. Scorch is blowing up. You guys are just jealous of his 155 Twitter followers.
That is.
You see his audience.
Right,
some of them showed up.
You're right. You're right.
Logan Photo Studios, yes.
Is that his mom that showed up for the taping?
Maybe. She does live in the area.
Girls in the parlor refused to give it to him. He destroyed some furniture, then he stormed off in his car, his police car, which is stupid move number 2. And how did he get caught? Because he was in his police car. And remember I said he was wearing his gun and his badge?
Yes.
That's all he had on. This guy had his badge pinned to his chest, and he had his gun around his waist. Bloomington, Illinois.
No, he didn't.
Did you hear the crowd start laughing, though?
It's fucking mind-boggling.
Yes, that's why we do this.
It's either the worst show I've ever heard or the greatest thing ever brought to a television screen that no one can get.
No, it's either the worst thing anyone's ever done or whatever would be one level below that. Can we hear that laugh again?
Weird news. Yeah, let me hear his joke. Into the laugh. Yeah, that song is great. Into
I
the
said he
laugh.
was wearing his gun and his badge.
Yes.
That's all he had on. This guy had his badge pinned to his chest, and he had his gun around his waist. Bloomington, Illinois.
It's the Rupert Pupkin fucking laughing. Like when he's down in his basement.
The problem is that the pfg-tv seems to be getting more and more into Rupert Pumpkin area.
Yes.
Like, you think it started there and then kind of...
No, now with this, those are canned laughs from like an old 50s sitcom.
But was he going for a joke?
Marcus Welby.
With the
or
badge?
something.
Yes, he was.
All he had was a badge.
I
and the
believe
gun on?
I believe
Oh,
he
yeah,
made that
that's a
up.
joke.
That was his humorous
That's
anecdote.
not the story.
He made that noise. Did you hear that? Like the laugh, like to lead everybody along. Exactly.
And you also have to realize that he is pausing after his jokes because he knows he's going to add a laugh track later.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's hear that just so we can get... I'm fascinated with the editing process.
Wearing his gun and his badge.
Yes.
That's all he had on. This guy had his badge pinned to his chest, and he had his gun around his waist. Bloomington, Illinois.
You hear like some girl screaming. She's laughing so hard in the
But
background.
they had to cut it quick to get to the next story.
Yeah, but they all shut up real fast.
Any cancer kids this week?
Not this week.
No.
You mean a cancer kid that he said was a growth on his back?
Yeah.
Yeah. Real nice, Scorch.
The greatest Scorch line ever.
My name is Rupert Pumpkin. Oh, God.
More weird news.
Finally, in Middleton, Massachusetts, a robber had an ironic end to a recent burglary. This is a great story. 23-year-old Eric Holman allegedly tried to rob the JC Grill and Convenience Store.
What happened?
Eric, if you're watching this show...
You are an idiot!
He tried to leave the store. This 55-year-old guy tripped him with his wooden leg, right?
Oh, my God.
And then he held the guy down on the ground till the cops arrived. It's funny thing, the older the guy had a very good sense of humor about everything. When the cops showed up, they said, "What are you laughing at?" And he said, "Now this guy, just like me, doesn't have a leg to stand on." So there you go. And that, my friends, is today's installment of Weird News. Thank you very much.
I like how they laughed midway through.
Yeah, they left the setup.
Yeah,
the You Are an Idiot song. Well, they were laughing at the You Are an Idiot song, which is a Scorch favorite. You have any idea how often he played that song on the radio?
Really, a lot?
It's a staple.
He loves
it. A benchmark?
It's a benchmark. It's a Scorch benchmark.
The way the audience just started cracking up right at the end of that song.
Right.
Not as it was playing.
And it was also, he knew in his head, like I'm sure he wrote that he's going to add that in post because he looked at the camera and it was ready immediately for the You Are an Idiot
Right,
song.
right.
And then, boom, the audience picks up. Good thing there's 2 tracks for sound effects.
So now, does he have the radio show?
Oh, yeah, he's rocking afternoons in Manchester.
What time's he doing?
3 to 7.
What does he do?
Well, he does a brain cell stimulator. Which again,
I can't take anything seriously.
That's another benchmark, which he's been doing since the morning days in Syracuse.
Yeah, mornings in Syracuse.
So he's been moving up in the radio world.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Syracuse, New Hampshire.
Weird news.
Technically down.
Can't get it out of my head.
And plus, he went from mornings to afternoon. Like you guys are afternoons. And then mornings, he did the reverse and went slightly lower in terms of markets.
Steven S. from Bayshore makes a very valid point
on
the instant feedback. Yes, we still have the instant feedback. Hey, Ope, how can you mock? Scorch's show is the lead-in for Nanny and the Professor.
Nanny and the Professor. Oh, Steve's in a great mood today. I don't know why, but Steve S. from Bayshore, just in a great mood today. Must be a special day.
You know what I mean?
He wrote that with a boner.
Oh, of course he did.
Think he's got a boner all day today?
Yes.
Scorch and Nick interrupt the sponsor break for a little more improv comedy.
Oh.
2-man comedy.
I love the way they work off of each other.
Because, the sponsor break is when Scorch, because at Scorch doesn't take commercial breaks because his sponsors are like part of the family.
Right, so it's not a commercial break.
No, and it's also because it's paid programming, so there wouldn't be any commercial breaks.
Why would there be?
It couldn't be.
Here comes the comedy in 3, 2, 1.
Love, it is what makes a Subaru a Subaru. Feel free to change
Listen to the
I have an itch
clapping.
tonight.
Is it a constant itch?
I have an itchy eyebrow. What does that mean?
Dry skin, you need some kind of solve?
Solve? Did you say solve?
I said solve.
I'm talking bloomers. You asked me how old I am, and you said solve?
All right. I meant
And
to
is-
say,
and isn't
I
the
meant
word
to say
solve-
pain-reducing cream.
Isn't the word solve?
Yeah, well, okay, whatever. curve, whatever.
Solve. Hey, Granny, you got some of that solve? Oh, that's right. We're doing a sponsor break. Sorry, paying sponsors. Auburn Pitts. Let's hear it for Auburn Pitts. You know what I mean?
Wow, it's just this is something. This is like watching Eraserhead. It really is. I can't quite wrap my mind around.
If Eraser was dick.
I can't get over the fact that he has no fucking clue that none of this is working.
And what's great is that
that's the brilliance of this whole thing.
This thing has become more and more of a scam because he does less and less stuff that's associated with actual show content and more that's just sponsored.
Yeah.
Wow.
Should we take the Mob Wives?
Yeah. In 20 minutes, yeah.
All right.
Show did fucking 2.5 million people last night, I think.
I didn't watch the show, though. So
I didn't either,
feel-
but isn't Sammy the Bull's daughter? Yeah.
All I heard was
All right, we'll do a
that
little
it's very,
something.
people are very, some Staten Islanders were very insulted.
Okay, we'll figure something out.
Very
We're
insulted
not prepared
by
to have
the
the Mob Wives in, but we'll do something.
We'll take them and we'll be nice to them.
Yeah, the show's big, so.
Show them Apple TV.
Did big numbers with VH1.
Some a load of shit fucking
Yeah,
picture. That
tell
you
Ron
put.
we'll do the Mob Wives. We'll finish the show up with those broads. But right now, Scorch, pfg-tv. Scorch interviews someone from Loca Photo.
Yeah, it's a Loca Photo.
Loca Photo.
That's the who took this picture that we're looking at on Apple TV of his studio audience.
His studio/pub audience.
Right.
Yeah, she's a sponsor, and I guess she paid enough to get an interview on the show. But the reason I pulled this is not because it's not an interesting clip, but you have to listen closely because you can hear the few people in the bar just milling about and talking.
Well, why aren't they paying attention and ready to applaud so loudly like they have been in the past?
And the visual that goes along with this is Scorch. For some reason, they left the full body shot of Scorch on as opposed to switching to a different camera angle. And you can see his hand waving people saying, stop talking, stop talking. We can hear you talking.
Fucking way. Are you kidding me?
You know what?
That's fantastic.
I went to a Jimmy Fallon taping once, and then we were fortunate enough to be on the show, and Jimmy does the same stuff.
Does he?
Yeah, man. People are talking to the audience, and you see him like trying to hush the people down.
Does he do it in a pub?
With six people in it?
Or is it when Lorne Michaels is getting him De Niro? Who's about to talk? Is it when Jimmy's interviewing the fucking lady who takes the pictures?
All I'm saying, it's not only Scorch this happens to.
How much
Scorch is
the rest of the big night?
Again, Scorch the innovator.
How much did De Niro have to pay for his sponsor break?
Yes,
Exactly.
his sponsor break.
What did Scorch do? We're looking for somebody with a clit and a Polaroid camera. Good one.
Yeah, so let's talk about Loca Photo because I love, as we said before, I love what you do. You've taken photography and you've made just everything you touch seems to make like beautiful work. Why photography? How long? Like, what brought you into the world?
Oh my God, he can't even fucking.
You can't.
What is he doing? He's stumbling.
She's a photographer.
There's no one that can really make photography better.
Why photography?
It's just become its own thing at this point. We all have phones that just take great pictures now.
But he's not asking Annie Leibovitz a question about shooting the queen without her fucking hat.
Right.
Jesus Christ, you stammering idiot. Some fucking lady whose name is probably Dolores.
Why the you taking pictures of the work, blah, blah, blah.
Everything you touch, you make beautiful. Why if it's a pic, I'm starstruck.
So are we going to see him wave off?
I can't believe I'm talking to you. It's just amazing. You know, they're like #1 photography girl in Manchester.
He talks like fucking Rocky 2 when he was doing the fucking read for the commercials.
Right.
I can't
Okay, now
believe what a big get for the
watch his
show.
right hand.
Okay.
Look at Penny Marshall he's interviewing.
See, look at the
Young
look at the
Penny
microphone
Marshall on
too.
my couch, but it's not because she. It's just what the fuck.
Can we hear that question again?
Seems to make like beautiful work. Why photography? How long? Like, what brought you into the world of photography?
Well, as I was a little girl, I always enjoy going, whenever I go to my aunt's house, I would always grab the album, and it was such a thrill to go through the pictures, and I really enjoy it.
Holy
It's one of the
shit.
Did you hear the
It's
voices?
one of the
Yeah.
Mondo topless girls.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But what a horrible question and remarkably an even worse answer.
Yeah.
I'd like to go through my...
Oh, he's starting to wave. Hey, keep quiet.
Put me down. This is
quiet in the corner.
This is my exclusive interview with the camera girl.
Keep it quiet.
My aunt's photo album.
I grabbed her album.
When
As
they
a
fled,
little girl, my uncle would take the photos of me without any of my clothes on.
and look at my aunt's photo album, and we saw when everybody was fleeing the Nazis.
That's all you got on this? I want to hear this whole interview now.
Oh, God.
Because all they're doing is talking about photography.
The thing about PFG-tv
Got it right
is...
there.
Sure, like on my Kodak 110 with the flash bar. We got to do a nostalgia show someday. What makes a good photographer?
Well,
Equipment does, right?
well, hold this and tell me.
It's a
What do you
shotgun.
think? Is this your regular point shoot camera?
Well, no, but I like it because I can see myself.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
Well,
audience.
you have to have the...
Yeah, that's the real audience.
Wow, that was a little extreme.
Please do not develop any of
Pause
those.
that
I'm
real
surprised
quick.
it's still in one
Delete.
piece.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Nick just said, please do not develop any of those, as if he was holding a film camera.
A film camera, first of all.
Sorry, I didn't mean to step on Nick's gem.
Secondly, he didn't even take pictures. He was going with his mouth. And the last one he did, he pointed toward his crotch. Where was the guffaws, the laughter from the audience that was laughing at everything earlier?
This was more of a subtle humor type of deal.
Can I say honestly, that it could be the worst clip I've ever seen on television.
Just that one little bit?
It was just devoid of anything. Can we please play that again? I'm begging.
Yeah. I gotta hear that.
It was so...
I like it because I can see myself.
She gives him
I really
the camera.
enjoy it. So,
He plays with it.
7 to 8 years ago, I started doing some photography for my husband. He was in a band, and I was just doing freebies at a time, and I upgraded gears, and I'm pretty geared up right now. So.
Nice, good for you. Now here's a good question, okay? Honestly, think about this. What makes what makes a photographer a photographer? Because honestly, I couldn't take I couldn't take
That's a good question. You promised.
We got ripped off.
What makes a photographer a photographer?
You gypped us of a good question.
What makes a mechanic a mechanic?
Well, by the way, you guys are prepared for the mob wives?
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
when they come in. So what makes a mob wife a mob wife?
A mob wife, a mob wife.
The fuck you. What makes a photographer? I don't know. When you look at something and you see it, that makes you have eyes.
Yeah,
If you have a camera, you're a
yeah.
photographer.
And she's not a good photographer. She's stuck in Manchester. That's not where the good photographers are hanging out.
She's so good that she's doing gigs for Scorch.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Go
And
back.
exposing his
Slightly.
tiny little audience.
It's tough because a little is a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Just
Kodak 110 with the flash bar.
Yeah.
We got to do a nostalgia show someday. What makes a good photographer?
Well,
Equipment does, right?
well, hold this and tell me. What do you think? Is this your regular point shoot camera?
Well, no, but I like it because I can see myself.
Mm-hmm. Well, you have to have the. Wow, that was a little extreme.
Please do not develop any of those. I'm surprised it's still in one
Delete.
piece.
The lens is like.
You know what? I'm going to answer your question.
Holy shit.
I think it's the eye. I think it's the eye has everything to do with it.
The eye
And the
definitely
camera
has
hasn't
A
turned
steady
towards him
hand.
at all.
a steady hand.
No.
But you also have to
don't
know
see
what
his
is
shoulder.
good subject matter,
You
right?
have to
Next
know
shoulder.
your,
That's the eye.
your thing. I mean, I do my work
steady
online.
hand.
I keep myself in touch
It's
with
insightful.
the world, but I have to upgrade gears every
Long
once
as
in a
it's in
while. So we
focus.
do.
It's like RBI
I mean,
right
this
now.
is a
Ron Bennington interview.
$2,500.
As long as I like how it's like,
Yeah, with a steady hand. You don't want shaky pictures. Blurry.
The best is all you see is Nick's fucking dumb hush puppy sticking in.
They refused to put him in the shot.
No, Scorch probably requested that Nick not be in the shot.
When all they had to do is move the camera over because there's too much room to the left of Scorch that has nothing in frame.
No, I want to be. It's a solo one-on-one interview. I'd rather not have Nick in the shot.
I want the two shot. Well, all right. Well, you can put his shoulder in.
She's not riveting.
oh
No.
wow.
She looks like the bassist from the Way Outs.
He said, "What makes a photographer a photographer?" And she said, "Look, it's a camera."
Look, a
and
camera.
she handed him a camera.
Yeah, steady hand, I would say. So a finger so you can press the button. Does that make it?
Need a flash when you get dark.
The flash if it's dark out. I know all the things about photography.
Tripod.
Tripod for those shots where you need a tripod.
Steady hand or tripod.
We got a few more clips before the mob wives come in. So we got Scorch talking about how great his new venue is, which is this crappy bar.
Yeah, you said that he always tends to look on the positive.
Oh boy, does he!
We
can learn from Scorch as far as looking at the positive.
I think Scorch is one of those guys who practices the secret and power positive thinking, and things like that, and puts himself where he wants. He visualized himself in this pub.
Oh yeah,
If something bad happens, he doesn't even see it that way.
Nothing bad's
turns
ever
it around.
happened.
It's good.
Before we get into our next segment, I want to talk about where we tape the show now. This is the living room. We felt so genericized, if you can use that word. Everything was so generic and sterile.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Everything was so, I mean, the TV studios were nice, mind you. I'm not going to say the TV studios weren't nice. But you know what? We came into this place. We tape at Michael's Pub. It's on 113 in Tingsboro, Massachusetts. It's 147 Frost Road.
Television City.
Michael's Pub actually set aside a special
Beautiful
place just for
downtown
us.
Burbank.
And this is what we call it's 3A. Excuse
3A,
me.
not
Excuse
113.
me. My bad. My bad. See, it's a bar. I'm allowed to drink when I tape the show now. But what's on 113 then? Am I taping another show there?
No. 113
please,
is
no.
probably that bar you don't remember DJing at.
Oh, okay. Michael's Pub gave us this beautiful living room. And even in the middle of the summer when the fire is going and I'm schwitzing like an SOB, you know what? It's still going to be a beautiful place.
They didn't give him a living room. They just moved some tables.
It's not a living room.
He's facing the
bar. It's a bar. There are probably normally just tables there and chairs.
Let me put up the picture again.
And like there's a bar 6 feet from his face. And they gave him this beautiful living room.
Look,
that's the most.
There's no living room there.
It's got a fireplace.
You can see they just pushed some tables aside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, he sure knows how to spin.
Scorch introduces a new segment.
Yeah.
The app.
The appetizer.
By the way, most people would think, oh, maybe he's going to be talking about different iPhone apps.
Right.
He just talks about his app.
Oh, the
in
one
this
that
segment.
has, what, 500,000?
Well, you want to talk about a spin?
Oh, okay.
There's been a few more downloads since we last
Oh, good.
And we couldn't find
We
couldn't find any proof that anyone has actually ever downloaded his app.
Yes.
Well, there is proof that at least 3 Anthony, Sam, Travis have downloaded.
3 people have downloaded his app.
Now, you know what I want to do? I want to do this segment that we call the appetizer. Because Scorch's pfg-tv, we've made it into the future. We have a phone app now that, as of this taping of this show, has been downloaded 741,232 times.
What? He's got the exact number.
Come on!
Over 700,000 times.
But he's got the exact, like, to the 2.
To the number.
Yeah.
Holy
not to the 10, not to the 100, to the single number. He
Yeah,
just
like,
got the statistics before they went to
One
shoot.
more person downloaded it right before they went on air, and he's like, come on, make that a 2.
Gotta be accurate.
Turn it into a 2.
Now, on the appetizer, we've got a lot of cool things. For instance, we have the show.
You know, Danny,
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Your app should be accurate to your Twitter at the very
Well, I mean, it
least.
should be.
What do you mean?
You should be able to see some metrics.
Yeah, of
Right,
course.
right. The numbers don't lie.
Yeah, let's
How many
see.
followers does he have?
Scorch, and this is at Scorch. Well, he's going to get more now. So at Scorch PFG.
Pretty fucking good.
He's got about 155 followers.
All right. So
About or exactly?
Exactly 155 followers.
So 155 followers on Twitter, yet
700,000 plus.
Well, he's not a Twitter guy. He's a
app
TV
downloads.
app guy.
that is true.
He's too busy taping these shows to be on
All
Twitter.
right. Fair
He's
enough.
like an app guy.
We have the weekly show that we tape, and you see it. It's on the appetizer. Now, it's on the app itself, I mean. Now, if you already have the app, erase it.
Everyone does.
Re-download it and register. Because now we have alerts. And you can actually get alerts, so we'll be telling you certain things. For instance, we'll say for the next 5 people that come out to the TV tape, we want to give you a free dinner at Michael's Pub in Tingsboro, something like that. You know what I mean?
Tingsboro.
Tingsboro. Yeah.
You get a free app at Michael's Pub in Tingsboro. Know what I mean?
He is amazing.
Well, we have 2 more clips, but we have Mob Wives. What do we do?
2 Mob Wives, then go back to the clips.
Or you could just do the 2 clips, then they'll come in, and boom, 1 hour.
And boom. Scorch talks about the app and the pub
5 minutes.
crawl. The scam is made clear. What do you mean the scam is made clear?
Well, you know how how Scorch always has an ulterior motive?
Yeah.
And the ulterior motive is usually to scam people out of some cash and not give any to Nick.
Yeah.
I'm just assuming, but it's a pretty safe assumption.
You've seen it before.
Yeah. Well, he lets the cat out of the bag that the pub crawl is not a charity thing now that it's associated with the app.
Also on the app now, we've got a fun and games section. You know what I mean? Where you can actually go on and play certain games like online beer pong.
Nice.
Which is nice. You know what I mean?
Angry viewer.
Yeah. Also, we've got PFG Radio. Now, PFG Radio, this is the kicker right here. Bands that get on the pub crawl. You buy onto the pub crawl, you support yourselves and invest in yourselves, you support us. It's only $10 a week. You get on for at least 2 months, you get some tunes on PFG Radio. I'll tell you, we're adding 3 bands by the time this show airs. There's going to be 3 more bands on PFG Radio. Yeah, literally, that's picking up nice. So, and mind you, not to like try to encourage you or try to sway you one way or the other, but bands that get involved in this for PFG Radio, we work in radio and television. Do you know how many industry type people are at PFG, at the app, checking out PFG Radio? So you never know who can see and hear about your stuff, you know what I mean? So.
But I have to add,
industry people.
He believes all this.
Does he really?
Yes.
He also,
yes.
He just threw a few numbers out there. He said $10 a week. You get on for 2 months. But that means he charges them $10 a week for 2 months.
For 2 months.
There's a minimum buy. It's an $80 buy.
It's
for
$80 to get on the pub crawl.
This guy loves trying to get money out of it.
He loves nickel and diming.
And then he tells people that they're investing in themselves because industry people have the PFG app
Do you
and
know
are
how
listening
many
to
industry
Sam,
people?
put up a picture of all those industry people in that book.
Okay.
Do you know how many industry people
Actually,
download the app?
I want to try to figure out which person is the industry.
A few
person.
industry people went down to check out the taping. We'll just throw it up on Apple TV right now, and there they are. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? They're right there. It's the two in the front because those
Yeah.
are the older. Usually, older people are in charge
Yeah,
of,
they're the
of those
industry
industries.
people.
So it's probably the gray-haired women sitting down in the front with a free appetizer.
We have one more clip. Scorch brings on a wrestling historian, and they promote their revolutionary new concept.
This is big for PFG.
This is it. The last one for today. Scorch and PFG-TV.
Now, we were talking about
Sheldon
the outdoor
Goldberg.
thing, and we're going to jump right into it. Okay. Michael's Pub, just like Auburn Pits, because we're going to do it both places. Right. Myself and Sheldon, or let's do it this way, Sheldon and me, because he's actually a bigger portion of this, we came up with this concept. And don't try to steal it now, because it's trademarked. I spent the money to do that. I ain't a fool.
He's lying.
We're doing a thing that we're calling Bar Wars. You know what I mean? And we're going to do a brand new concept.
Lucas
We're
might
going
have
to
a
bring
problem
like
with that.
literally 4 bout wrestling matches to bars, and we're going to have like a wrestling match and a drink special and a bar special, a food special, and we're going to bring
Bar Wars.
Yeah.
You and I teamed up here, you know.
No question.
It's going to be long overdue for one.
Yep.
What? He's having some wrestlers wrestle in a bar and combining it with drink specials to create Bar Wars.
Bar Wars.
There's already a Bar Wars?
Yeah, it's not his Bar Wars.
Yeah, look. Bar
Yeah, but he
Wars.
trademarked it. He paid for it.
But wait, somebody else has
Yeah, but
Bar
this
Wars.
website has obviously been here since 1996.
Wait a minute. That says Bar Wars LLC.
Oh,
That
boy.
means there has
Bar
to be
Wars,
paperwork.
It's a corporation.
Oh, shit.
This website has frames, bitch.
I already got that. Wait a minute.
I did trademark.
Unfortunately, we got to cut this off because we got the mob wives coming in.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe they watch PFG.
But that was a terrific PFG-TV.
Wow.
Yeah, I
that
gotta
is
take a
so
quick look,
goddamn
too.
good.
Isn't it great that they're back in a bar where they should be?
Yes, in the living room, in the bar.
A lot of people going, hey, rewind, listen to the applause. It ends abruptly. How do you get hundreds of people to stop clapping all at once?
I know, it's crazy.
Thank
Hey,
you,
birds
Vanilla
of a
Thunder.
feather. Birds of a feather.
So, all right. We love the Scorch. Scorch mentioned us, Ant.
Yes, Scorch.
And it's not Scorch.
And it's not Scorch.
No.
We got a good hoarding story.
Hoarding.
do you want?
I
What do you
gotta
want?
hear Scorch. I gotta hear the Scorch stir.
Do we have to explain Scorch again to the people?
I don't think.
Well, let me
You
do
sure?
I'll do it real quick. Ugh. There you go.
Used to work with
Explain.
Scorch. Love him.
Yes.
But he's full of shit like Ian Halpert. He likes to make everything bigger.
He's a Scorch hype
really
machine.
is. He's a hype. He's another hype guy.
Self-hype machine.
Sure.
And last we left you, he's doing his PFG-TV,
Which is
which he has to kind of pay for. And
yeah,
It's sad.
It's like a public access show.
it's
if it
not
was-
sad if you're Scorch because he believes he's in millions of homes.
And
Well, he might be in millions of homes technically, but he believes
I don't know.
millions of people are watching him every week.
I like the fake applause. That's my favorite part now of watching any of his programs, is the fake massive applause when he tells a joke or walks out on stage.
Well, he interrupts his segment on many homes. Wait, Scorch interrupts talking about how many homes he's in. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Once again, bragging about how many homes his TV show is in to say hi to the O&A fans. Now, it's weird when a big personality mentions our names.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how fast the tweets come in.
Oh, it's
Holy
crazy.
shit, dude, I got to tell you, dude. Blah, blah, blah. Not one person told me.
I don't think I.
And he's such a big personality. I'm very surprised at this.
Very surprised.
I mean, fucking Sam had to dig this out. Here's Scorch.
If you live in Pensacola, Florida, only, just so you know. And right now, the network's not on in Pensacola, Florida, but on a side note, we're on all over the place, like 8 million homes or something. So, give it up for the PFG network. And let's say hi to the Opie and Anthony fans watching too. Hey, O&A fans, nice to have you here. Thanks for tuning in and checking out the show. Give it up for O&A. There. We'll cross that bridge next time.
What?
What?
What bridge, Scorch?
Where is
That's
he located?
hysterical. The PFG network.
8 million homes?
8 million.
8 million
Do you
homes.
understand?
How many
he
homes
does more
Jay
than
Leno?
Letterman and Leno combined. He does more than Letterman and Leno combined.
Damn, that's pretty impressive.
Why isn't that news?
Yeah.
I would think that would be on the news
He's
somewhere.
in more homes than the Tonight Show and Letterman combined.
And why are you doing stuff for Leno when you could be doing stuff for Scorch?
Scorch is,
Sure,
I don't know,
true.
he's in Manch Vegas.
You could be in front of a lot more people.
You hear the applause? There's
Oh,
got to be 8 people in there today.
Yeah.
And then he continued a little later in the show.
Hey, by the way, did we mention say hi to the Opie and Anthony fans? Hey, O&A fans, nice to have you here. Hey, they plug us, good or bad, they plug us on their radio show.
Good or bad.
I love how he's good.
They play, good or bad.
Good or bad. We're going to play good or bad later on. In the,
Good or bad,
TV
good or
show.
bad. Spin the wheel of good or bad is what we're going to do.
Do your good or bad.
Do it your good or bad. Sponsored by fucking Fly-By-Night Camera. Fly-By-Night Camera.
They're not in the digital age, but we still like them. Fucking Scorch rules.
You want to be on our bar crawl?
Right. Look at the beautiful set here at the...
We're in the living room, everybody. Living room.
Look at the fireplace they built for me.
Gets fucking canned applause from a college football bowl game.
Sure.
It's the empty bowl.
It's just got me snorting him left so hard. Fucking... he's delusional, huh?
I don't know what's going on there.
Show easily 50, 60 times a week. So you know what? If they
Wow, we mentioned 50 or
50 or
Jim,
60
you hear
times
that?
a week. We
50
mentioned
or
the
60
story.
times a week. That's... And you got to understand, I have to say it again. He really believes that.
I love this guy.
He believes that. He's not even trying to exaggerate.
No,
That's what
it's
he
fantastic. 50 or 60 times a week, we talk about Scorch.
on their radio show easily 50, 60 times a week. So you know what? If they waste their time talking about us, I could waste a couple minutes talking about them. And you know what? It is a waste. So there you go. There's some more fodder for you boys. Thank you very much. So.
What's the matter, Scorch? Scorch, what's the matter?
Look,
we can't have fun with your show?
Look, we go way back.
Go
we
way
know
back.
we're dicks. We can't help it, though.
We go way back with the Scorchster.
For you boys, thank you very much. So. You know, that's Sam. He doesn't add to the show nor subtract from the show. He's just such a waste of the show. You know, so. And only a couple people in the audience get that. So, hey, listen.
Wow, he took a shot at
Took
Sam.
a shot at our young Samuel.
That's Scorch getting mad right there.
Yeah, that was a very
is.
accurate fucking, by the way, analysis of
Oh,
Sam.
yeah, I'm not
we're
saying
not gonna
it's
argue
not
it.
completely accurate, but
Where is
wow.
that fucking creep?
Please, don't believe he said that.
He's somewhere doing nothing.
He contributes nothing, he takes away from nothing. He's matter and antimatter.
Just there. You waste. Since we could waste time talking about me, I waste time talking about them. It is a waste of time.
Kevin from Connecticut did the math. 50 to 60 times a week is about 10 to 15 times a show.
Per show. Every day. Did you, Sam? Wow.
That's
Now,
some outrageous
you
audio
gotta,
right there.
You got to feel a little bad. This is almost like Qui-Gon beating up on Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, it is.
Because you were his student.
It's true.
You were his young Padawan. And to have him blast you could put you over to the dark side.
I realized that he had some kind of, like, I could see in his facial expression that he used the phrase, he described me in that way intentionally.
Yeah.
And it took me like 2 days to figure out why he said that.
Uh-huh.
And then I realized that's, I think, how I described Nick, the guy on the couch, on his show.
Oh, really?
When we were
I
talking about their
see.
chemistry. And so I think, I mean, I also probably deserve that.
Why?
Because I haven't said nice things about Scorch.
Look, see, you're actually feeling a little bad now.
Well, I mean, he deserves to take a couple shots at me at this point.
You think?
I think you're ungrateful.
You are.
Yeah.
That guy gave you your whole fucking career in radio.
Can't wait to
And
hear
you
what
turn
you say
around
about
and,
us when we leave here.
Oh, forget about it.
Because when people
just
leave
listen
here,
to
they
10
have a lot
o'clock.
to say, man.
Just listen to
Brave
10.
fucks.
You know what's fucked up, Opie?
Yes.
Scorch looks nothing like he did when we knew him.
No.
I don't know that guy.
But you also got to remember that's
Oh, I realize it's a long
13
ass
years
time
ago now.
But yeah, he
We
doesn't
left
look,
13 years ago.
he doesn't look like that anymore either, though.
No?
Like that's-
No. He looks like pfg-tv now.
That's my Scorch.
That's your Scorch?
Yeah, short bleach blonde hair.
This is the
Is there any way to get a picture of Scorch circa fucking 1997?
It's hard. There's
96.
There's one where he's kind of in the background of one of your pictures, but I haven't seen.
Yeah?
I think he buried him or something. I don't know what happened to him.
I'm trying to remember. I think he had long hair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was like a long hair thing, I guess. And I don't. Scorch.
But I didn't think he was accurate about my description of what I do on this show. I don't think I disagree with you, Jim, in saying that that was accurate.
No, that's no.
All due respect.
It was a great. I felt it had a very, very true ring to it.
You did.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
you do detract from the show, but then you do add to it. So the end result is you come up with the sum of zero.
Just nothing. It's like as if I shouldn't have even showed up.
But you did say that Nick on the couch.
Yeah,
He
'cause
does
I said
nothing.
I think I said that he makes these statements that don't. There's no like humor value, or they don't add to the conversation. They're just
They don't take away. They're just
Right,
kind of
they're
there.
just there, these
Oh,
statements.
Okay. All right.
Guys on Twitter.
Yeah.
I don't know, Spinoza, it looks like. You guys made it. Mentioned on the greatest late night show ever.
Well, the most
There you
watched,
go.
I gather.
There you go.
How many fucking people have downloaded his app at this point?
I think last we checked, it was something like 600 million.
600
or something.
million?
600 million?
I don't know.
Apple actually ships the iPhone with it pre-installed.
Oh, is it pre-installed? Pre-installed now, yeah.
And it's Android too.
That's great.
I can't believe. I mean, my name was mentioned on there. It's one. I mean,
that's huge.
That's huge exposure.
You know
Congratulations to you, Sam.
Thank you.
Someone's phone's going to be ringing tonight with offers to go to other places.
Specifically, Manch Vegas.
When Scorch mentions you like that.
Yeah.
With that many viewers, that many people downloading the app. He said something like 750,000.
Right, 750,000.
So it's got to be over 1 million now on the app. 8 million in the homes.
You just have to remind yourself, there's no such thing as bad publicity. But when you're dealing with numbers like that.
No.
Sam, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
With all that exposure and having such a hot show, does he live like in a mansion?
I would assume so. I haven't seen the Manch Vegas pad. He didn't have a specific mansion in Syracuse.
Last you heard, how was he living?
I mean, he didn't have the nicest, but he didn't have this TV show.
Is he just downplaying
He's got the TV
his
show
money?
now, though.
Yeah, I think what he does is he wants to kind of relate more to the blue collar sort of.
Right.
Yeah. So it's not good to actually present yourself in a certain light when you're trying to relate to the blue collar. So he plays it down. Wow, he is actually living the act.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
I mean, he puts it. Plus, everything's in investments. I'm sure.
Wow. Yeah.
Offshore accounts, all that stuff.
All that money from the sponsors.
From the sponsor breaks, sponsor spotlight.
Yes, he put money in Endicott steel. Blue horse's ass. Loves Endicott steel.
Jesus.
I could just picture him crumbling that money up and shoving it in his pocket from the camera place and the car dealership. And yeah, thank you. I'm going to put this right back into the show.
Travis and me have been talking all morning about how we're in paradise, that the two main topics on today's show are Ian Halpern and Scorch, which both of us, that's what we have in common. Those are our two favorite people.
Well, yeah.
That's it for you.
If we can get Bobo on the show today.
Oh, my God.
Trifecta.
Trifecta of shit.
This would be a perfect show, wouldn't it?
I mean, Travis and I would both leave the positions we have here to get smaller positions on Scorch's radio.
You couldn't.
Damn. Thanks for the reality check there, Jimmy. All right, let's move on. We got to get some real pfg-tv on again soon.
Yeah, that is good.
Whenever you want, because I just picked out the mentions on this one, but I watched a lot of the episode, and I could have given you 2 hours worth of stuff.
I don't doubt it.
Can you maybe give us one clip for tomorrow.
You want just like a little taste?
I
want some more.
I just need a taste of
Well,
PFG-TV.
because we have to talk about them 50, 60 times.
10 or 15 times a day. That's,
Right.
that's tough. It gets hard after a while to do that.
Not when it's Scorch, it doesn't.
E-Rock, you know firsthand, and Roland, you do too, that the ones I care about are probably the ones I treat the worst.
Yes.
I mean, the ones that I have the most hurtful things to say, Eric.
Mhm.
And those are the ones I care. I like Eric. I like Roland. I say horrible, hurtful things about them.
Sounds like a speech from somebody else, but go ahead.
What? A speech from who? Opie?
Where you're standing.
You think Opie says that?
I think you're reciting word for word the same shit that he says when he's trying to, yeah, you know, I like you, but, you know, fuck you.
No, that's not what I was getting at.
True.
Is it?
Opie Jr.
He said that to you. He said that to me. He's never said that to me. He treats me very well.
Oh, yeah, right.
He does. For instance, when he named the show The Shit Hour, he treats me great.
And when I brought his son the Justin Bieber balloons, he said, "What's wrong with
Why would you bring his son's 1 year old? Why would you bring him a Justin Bieber balloon?
Kids love Bieber."
I guess that's good thinking. But what I was getting at more was that Scorch is a guy who I care about.
Oh, God.
And all of a sudden, I treat him horribly, and then I'm surprised when he has nasty things to say about me.
Hey, at least you got a shout out. You know, he's heard in London.
Yeah, I know. It's viewed. It's TV. It's 8 million homes.
How come he never mentions that anymore?
London?
Long time ago, you had some audio. He came in and he's talked about how his network is expanding, and he says we're even going to be on in London. And then since that point, he's never mentioned London when he's talked about the 8 million viewers that he has around the country.
Well, he probably feels like it's just unsaid now.
You'd think you'd want to promote that you're international more than you're just national.
You have 8 million homes in New Hampshire?
Are there 8 million homes in New Hampshire?
I seriously doubt it. What type of ratings, Roland, did late night shows usually get? You're the TV.
Letterman, 4 million.
So they were right. Like, Scorch is doing Leno combined with Letterman numbers.
Yeah, or Conan numbers, or like Fallon's a 0.7. Almost 1 million.
Fallon's only got 1 million people watching?
Almost, depending on the night.
And Scorch is doing how many? 8 million? You don't like Scorch. You don't like when they talk about Scorch.
I don't.
Why?
Like watching paint dry.
What's wrong? I mean, you don't think it's funny?
He just annoys me. There was one time in the office that Roland was curious and he pulled up PFG-TV just to take a look. And Roland's just shaking his head. He's like, I don't get this shit, and just X's out of it.
Well, it's funny because it's so bad.
But it just angers me.
You don't like it. By the way, Homestar Runner for you on feedback. Well, what I was getting at was there's one bit. I remember when I was working for Scorch in Syracuse. That's where he came, into my life. I worked for him for a whole year in Syracuse before I was working here. And one day, we didn't have a lot of guests, believe it or not. What? Rock 105 in Syracuse was not a hotbed for guests.
8 million listeners?
That's right. It was before the TV show, so we didn't get a lot of guests. But one morning, we find out that there's some kind of convention in town, and we're getting the original Oompa Loompas in studio. Yes, the actors who played the Oompa Loompas. E-Rock, you'd be excited to see the Oompa Loompas.
Nah, I don't care.
What do you mean you don't care? You get pictures with people you don't even know who they are.
That's not true.
It's not.
Nope.
You don't get pictures with UFC fighters you've never seen a fight in your life.
No, I've seen them fight. I just don't follow any of their stuff.
Well, the what's it called? Oompa Loompas came in studio, and at that point, I said to Scorch, we could really get some exposure. I'm sure Opie and Anthony would love to talk to these guys on the phone. So we actually simulcasted. It was me, Scorch, and his sidekick Paulie in studio with the Oompa Loompas simulcast all the way to the Opie and Anthony show on Sirius XM. It was XM radio at the time. Were you raising your hand, E-Rock?
Yeah, I'll talk to you later.
Okay. So this is it. It's from all the way back in 2005 when I was working with Scorch, just to bring you all on board. We talked about Scorch today. He gave us the shout-outs. Listen to the replay at Eastern if you didn't hear it. This is Scorch and the Oompa Loompas on After Opie and Anthony Live.
After O&A Live.
Let's say hi to Scorch in Syracuse.
What's up, boys?
The kingdom of nakedness.
Militia.
It's the naked militia now, Opie.
No, it'll always be known as the kingdom of nakedness. Naked militia. He's upgraded.
What's up, guys?
You're a hamburger, right? No, you're pizza?
No, I'm pizza. I was saying, no, you're hamburger. You're the best. I forgot already. I'm hamburger. Yeah, I think I might have been pizza, but they wanted burgers.
They wanted
but I was the best pizza man in the business.
Best pizza ever, but they wanted hamburgers.
And you know what? God damn it, I still am.
Scorch is a friend of the show and has always been a friend of the show.
Always been.
He wasn't an enemy that turned into a friend or a friend that turned into an enemy. He's been a friend that continues to be a friend.
Yes. That's nice. Are you going to sing a Clarence Clemens song to me now? Baby, you're a friend of mine.
That's terrific. That's terrific.
Scorch does mornings in Syracuse.
Yeah, where are you, Scorch?
Going down the toilet after that. Thanks.
What station?
Rock 105, The Dog.
The Dog.
Rock
The
105,
Dog.
Of course, the Naked Militia as well. Sign up for that. Talk to these Oompa Loompas because they're very cool.
You got Oompa Loompas in the studio?
I've got the original Oompa Loompas, Malcolm and Rusty.
Are you sure they're real Oompa Loompas? Because we know that there were a couple of imposters out there.
No, these guys are real.
Like Wizard of Oz midgets. They run around saying that they're Wizard of Oz midgets when they're really not.
No, these guys are Oompa Loompas. They are original Willy Wonka midgets. So why don't you talk to them? Say hey to them.
How old are they now?
How old are you guys?
Well, good morning. How are you?
Oh, they're from England.
My name is Rusty, and I was an original Oompa Loompa, and I'm just over 50 years of age, and I've got Malcolm Dixon here. Say hello.
Could you
How are you?
Hello.
Could you sing us a piece of the Oompa Loompa song?
that'd be
Our audience would love
yeah.
The song? Okay. Oompa Loompa Doompa Dee Doo, I've got a perfect puzzle for you. Oompa Loompa Doompa Dee Dee, say hello to Opie and Anthony.
Oh, look at that.
Wait a sec, man. I didn't get show.
Scorch doesn't rhyme with Opie and Anthony.
I hated it.
I thought it was kind of cute because it was like I actually had no idea you were going to do that. So what do you guys do now besides like just kind of just tour and stuff like that?
Yeah, we're here for an event in Auburn.
No one cares.
We're going to meet two Munchkins and.
Oh, there's still Munchkins alive?
Yes.
Speaking of the Munchkins, I gotta tell the gang here on our show, David Spade's new show on Comedy Central, Showbiz.
Yeah.
He played some audio clips of the Munchkins talking.
Yeah.
Holy shit, we gotta get the audio.
Really?
Yeah, they did a whole press tour where they were on GMA and all this. Oh, are you guys live with us?
No, we ain't.
Oh, you had to dump
Oh,
out?
I didn't know we were like simulcasting today, Scorch. You guys
Sorry, Scorch.
No, that's okay. What the fuck do I care?
No,
oh,
you
was
can't.
that live just then? I'm sorry. No.
All right, just tell us not to curse. Are we live in Syracuse?
No, yeah, you are, but that's okay. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. You should have told me.
Man, it's all good. What the hell? I don't have a license after today anyway.
No, this is satellite radio. We can curse and stuff. That's why satellite radio much cooler than commercial radio.
That's why I'm coming to XM starting January. Oh, did I let that slip out?
Whoa. Are you really?
We'll talk. Anyway, what else is going on? Talk to these guys.
God, I hope not.
Because I got to go through this.
What's that, Scorch?
We don't need the kingdom of nakedness on this fine platform.
Naked Militia.
Naked Militia?
You want to talk to the Oompa Loompas?
Yes, yeah, the Oompa Loompas. Actually, we have a lot of people calling in that wanted to talk with the Oompa Loompas.
Yes.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, one of which we got Steve. Is that Steve?
Yeah, we got Steve on the phone.
We're national, so we're all over, and this call is coming from Yellowstone.
Yes, he's a big fan of the movie, so let's talk to Steve. See if I can make this work here. Steve, you there?
Oh my God! Hello. Hi. Are these guys really? Are you guys imposters or are you for real?
We are for real. We are for real, and you can come and see us in Auburn, New York. You can come and touch us if you like.
I am,
and I'm just talking to the chicks there.
I am actually a very big fan. Oh my God, are you the only two Oompa Loompas, or are there more?
There are 3 guys still alive. And then one girl. In fact, she lives in a twilight home in England.
Ramon, kill these green-haired little savages.
Hey,
Ramon, bring me a spoiled family photograph.
What about the orange face?
Ramon, drown these 2 like the Smith children. Hey guys, I got Ramon, bring me a singing piece of shit. You're still live in Syracuse, huh?
Steve!
I'm sorry,
Steve, I gotta apologize for Steve from Yellowstone. He's very inappropriate.
Yeah.
And he is not for broadcast radio with his language.
That's right.
Horrid.
Hey guys, I'm glad I could hook you up with the Oompa Loompas, but I gotta run and do a show and get no ratings.
Oh, okay, Scorch.
We'll talk soon, man.
Ruined family photograph. My favorite.
You can hear the panic in Scorch's voice. We were definitely live. Someone call Sam, our old intern.
That's great.
Interns for Scorch up there. Let's see if we actually were live. Or maybe someone from Syracuse heard us on commercial radio. I want to see if the curses got over the air.
Goddamn, Jimmy. You fucking kill me. That is so funny. Midgets are genetic disasters. What was the last one? He stepped on you.
Yeah. I know I said
it started Ramon.
Bring me bring me talking pieces of shit.
No, we got that one.
Oh wait, Ramon.
Yeah.
Bring me a spoil.
Yes,
no, we got that one.
There was one about AIDS that I didn't quite.
Of course. Olympus have AIDS. Please.
Dude, Scorch is a pretty brave broadcaster. You could hear the panic in his voice.
Yeah.
Because he decided to simulcast us today, and those curses were going out.
God damn, is that funny?
Over the airwaves.
Hey, fuck it.
After O&A, it's live.
I don't know for a fact if it was simulcast. It's After Opie and Anthony Live. I'm Sam Roberts. I was there on the other end, on the Scorch end of that phone call. So it wasn't quite the fun, jubilant time that everybody here in the Opie and Anthony studio had that day. But one of my favorite moments for Scorch was when he, and we quote him. See, Travis and I, the one thing we can agree upon is that Ian Halpern and Scorch are two of the greatest people to have ever walked the earth. And anytime we have anything to do with those two on O&A, we're in heaven. So, and we both love when Scorch did that little thing where he told Opie and Anthony, I'll be at XM in January, and then said, oh, I let that slip, we'll talk, as if he didn't mean to say it. That was in reference to January 2006. From the time I met Scorch, every 3 months, he told me he was headed to XM. So when I met him I met him first in the summer, he said, I'll probably be at XM by Christmas. Then he pushed it to January, then springtime, then summertime. And he would make up these whole conversations. He never... E-Rock, you've been at XM longer than I have.
Yeah.
Was Scorch ever on XM?
Except Logan knew Scorch until way later.
He insisted that he had multiple conversations with Kevin Straley.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about him. No, I don't think that ever happened.
Okay.
Did Scorch ever say, because you're saying he was supposed to come around January 2006. Do you think he ever said that he was going to take over for when Howard was leaving? Like before they announced David Lee Roth? Do you think that he thought he was in the running?
I mean, in his head he might have. I don't think he ever actually would have been, even in Syracuse. I mean, he was gone by that point. He was in New Hampshire by then, so, you know, I don't know. But you were also bringing up the Scorch getting these horrible guests and calling into Opie and Anthony was like, you thought this was, you were sitting in the studio talking to me while the bit was playing, and you thought this was some next level type of thinking.
Yeah, like he would book these, we'll say horrible guests, but on his show. And then he would book himself on other shows.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, Scorch is going to come on, but he's bringing the Oompa Loompas. So that would be sort of like a way of being syndicated, so he could just go on shows around the country, but have the guests on his show. So he could claim both.
So he's just like an island where it is a show, but he also does other shows. There's nothing exclusive about it.
Nothing at all.
But we're just going for listenership.
No, but then he can say he's been on all these major name programs, but then he's had all these guests on his show.
Well, and he could also say, yeah, Opie and Anthony have done my show. Because technically, you know, he's doing their show, but they're also doing his. It's a simulcast.
And Scorch is up to 750,000 app users.
You know, our own primetime Sam Roberts played on the Shit Hour. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, the Shit Hour.
On the Shit Hour yesterday.
Well, he is the Shit Stir, so his show should be called the Shit Hour.
The Shit Hour. He played some of that original, I guess from years ago when the Oompa Loompas were on Scorch's show. And we did like a simulcast thing.
We heard that on the way home, too.
And at one point, Scorch is saying, like, you know, hey, well, satellite radio maybe in January. Well, enough said about that. I won't talk about that. Years ago, he was saying he was going to be on satellite radio.
Was he Ramoned? Were they Ramoned?
Ramon.
Yes.
You Ramon them so bad. It was hilarious.
Should have been on the regular show yesterday. That bit was really funny, man. Well, we had the Ramon call that was played yesterday. We should replay it.
Yeah, we really should.
Does this need
I like
a setup?
that one.
We could do this in a break, matter of fact.
Oompa Loompas.
It's just Scorch was talking to the Oompa Loompas.
Oompa Loompas, and we called into Scorch's show
to shoot the shit with him.
Yeah, to shoot the shit. Now,
and then Ramon got on the phone.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he had really been simulcasting. Now, Sam Roberts was there at the time.
He was
with
lying about
Scorch.
that.
He was lying about it because we were cursing, and he's like, "Yeah, it's okay. I don't give a fuck."
He was not simulcasting.
He was not simulcasting.
He was playing songs in commercials.
Right.
Oh, that's when you were working for him before you backstabbed him.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to. All right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Your backstab is coming soon.
I know. I'm not. I'm not stupid.
Okay.
I'll tell you right now. You backstab me, I'll fucking shoot you.
What?
That's where I'm at in my life.
Yo.
I'm done with backstabbing motherfuckers.
You should, even if he doesn't.
I will shoot you.
What if I just backstab a little? Like I just take shots here
I
and
will
there.
fucking shoot you.
What if he ass stabs you with his tongue and cock?
I'm done with pieces of shit that used to work for this show backstabbing.
I'll tell you one thing. It was refreshing to actually hear a clip from our show between 10 and 11.
Yeah, it doesn't
was
happen that
refreshing. I usually hear Sam Roberts talking with various members of the staff.
We were on with Scorch. He was talking to Oompa Loompas, so we decided to talk to the Oompa Loompas, real Oompa Loompas. And then Steve from Yellowstone had to get involved in the action.
Of course.
I didn't hear this part yesterday. I don't remember it.
Oh, my God. This is priceless.
Love this.
Really, really good. And when we get back, hopefully we'll announce who's joining this channel.
Yes.
Because we've wasted a lot of time
And we'll
today
Twitter it.
on nonsense. And we'll tweet it?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you think we wasted time on nonsense?
A lot of
Nonsense. I love nonsense.
A lot of nonsense.
I gotta make wee-wees. Is that Steve?
Yeah, we got Steve on the phone.
We're national, so we're all over, and this call is coming from Yellowstone.
Yes, he's a big fan of the movie, so let's talk to Steve. See if I can make this work here. Steve, you there?
Oh my God! Hello. Hi. Are these guys really? Are you guys imposters or are you for real?
We are for real. We are for real, and you can come and see us in Auburn, New York. You can come and touch us if you like.
I am.
And I'm just talking to the chicks there.
I am actually a very big fan. Oh my God! Are you the only two Oompa Loompas, or are there more?
There are 3 guys still alive. And there's one girl. In fact, she lives in a twilight home in England.
Ramon! Kill these green-haired little savages!
Hey,
Ramon! Bring me a spoiled family photograph!
What about the orange face?
Ramon! Drown these 2 like the Smith children! Hey, guys, I gotta... Ramon! Bring me a singing piece of shit! You're still alive in Syracuse, though.
Steve! I'm sorry, Steve. I gotta apologize for Steve from Yellowstone. He's very inappropriate, and he is not for broadcast radio with his language.
That's right.
Horrid.
Hey guys, I'm glad I could hook you up with the Oompa Loompas, but I gotta run and do a show and get no ratings.
Okay, Scorch.
We'll talk soon, man.
We got breaking news. Chris in New Hampshire. Chris?
Morning, gentlemen.
Yes. Breaking news. Go ahead, Chris.
Just wanted to let you guys know that your old buddy Scorch is back in the cage in front of the Verizon Center.
No way.
He's done. Sam, what is... You're slipping.
Pause for the cause.
Why does a listener have to tell us that Scorch is back in the cage?
I guess all this Breitbart excitement distracted us from the real issue at hand.
Hey, pause for the cause. Pause for the cause.
Is it pause for the cause?
That's what it is.
It's me. I'm going to be in a dog cage until we raise money for the dogs.
He invited my wife's kickboxing coach into the cage with him yesterday. So
what is going on with that guy?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Breaking news: Scorch is back in the cage. We'll have to kind of take a look at that.
That's great.
A little later this morning.
Wouldn't it be under events or something?
Yeah,
like events. Events is up there.
Well, you can win free gas for a year. That's
right
an awesome promotion.
Events, maybe?
Rock 101 is doing.
Pause for the cause. Scorch is going to be...
Here it is. 4th annual. Pause for the cause.
Tomorrow's the last day.
Join Rock 101 as we lock up Scorch in a golden retriever's cage for the 4th annual Pause for the Cause to benefit the Animal Rescue League of New Hampshire beginning June 6th at the Verizon Wireless Arena. Scorch will once again spend 1 week in a cage living under the Manchester sky and raising as much money as he can to help out our 4-legged, furry, feathered, and scaly friends that can't help themselves. Keep listening as we get closer to lockup for special guests, seminars, and other activities happening at the PFC compound.
Look at the logo. Instead of PFG, it's PFC. Pause for the cause.
Nice.
Pause PFC.
Oh, I get you.
Very
Oh
good.
boy. Oh boy.